So if you're doing it right, everybody at the table is like, this is fucking cool because this is everything that all of us think is cool mashed up into one big thing.
I play a good bit of Dungeons & Dragons. My group gets together every Tuesday. It's pretty fun. I'd say that I love, honestly, the collaborative storytelling of Dungeons & Dragons.
It's not just yourself making this world, it's all these other players kind of forming it and making the mythos as they go. And I think that's a really cool way to just kind of create a story.
It's everything that you think is cool mixed with what everybody else thinks is cool. So if you're doing it right, everybody at the table is like, this is fucking cool because this is everything that all of us think is cool mashed up into one big thing, which is like this awesome, beautiful, complex story that nobody ever really expected to work out that way to begin with.
A big source of inspiration is actually Pinterest. Just kind of scrolling through those images and just kind of finding fantasy art or situations that would be an interesting tie into the story.
The game we're about to start that I'm running is based on a Korean webcomic that I'm a very big fan of.
Being a DM lets you take like what you think is cool about all the video games, all the books, all the anime, all the comics, all the movies, all the TV shows, and create this super amalgamation of just like all the coolest shit you can come up with in one spot.
Getting to be with a group of friends, meet regularly, and just have fun and just kind of get out of whatever's going on right then and there and kind of just escape for a little bit. It's really nice.
Hey! Welcome everybody. My name is Matt.
I'm Philip.
I'm Rob.
I'm Eddie.
Hunter.
Guess what we're doing? Live Dungeons & Dragons for the third time on Nerd Jam's Facebook page. I'm really excited about it. We've got a lot of people that may or may not survive. We'll find out. Gentlemen, how excited on a scale of 1 to 2 are you about today? 2?
What?
3?
Solid 2. Solid 2.
Pass.
At least 2. At least 2.
3I.
Well, we're really excited you guys could join us today. Hunter, why don't you recap? Tell everyone where we're at.
Okay, guys. So last session, the 4 of you had swindled the weapons and armor shopkeeper, the armor guy, and if I'm not mistaken, permanently infatuated him as well. Using all the equipment you guys basically stole from there, you rigged up the guard station. Before doing so, 62 had told Paz about the dream in the hallway, and you also told him what you had learned from the blacksmith's daughter, that she had also dreamed about the hallway. So then the guard station is attacked. 62 climbs out a window.
Peace.
Heads back to the inn where the fiend informs you that your allies have been feeding the fiend in the battle that you left behind.
Nicely easy.
Help me out after that.
We tried to leave town.
That's right. You tried to leave town.
We tried to leave town with the kids.
And you found the path overgrown,
Yes.
and as you like sort of cut through it, you found yourself like approaching the town again, basically.
Exactly.
Sort of turned in on yourself.
Did you try to let the children go and see if they would help you?
I did.
How did that go?
That didn't go very well.
I think it went amazingly.
It
I mean,
immediately,
says the guy who shot a kid with his dog.
immediately resulted in an escape attempt.
Yeah.
And the deaths of
2 kids.
nearly all the remaining witches.
How did they die?
Next one, and
One got stolen, and the others are all laid corpsey mess.
Yeah, Duns shot them to death.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't stand a chance.
But before they could shoot
They
the last one.
thought they did.
Before Duns killed the last one, I believe you actually did fire, and you had missed like the last shot. Paz sort of darts across, because Paz had fallen asleep and begun dreaming of the hallway that night. Sort of darts out of the shadows and snatches up Luciana, the remaining witch, and Keros manages to catch his face in the dark and notices the vibrant green eyes that
It was unnecessary to see his face because you surely heard him go, "Hey!"
Sneaks away.
That's great, dude. Every time you're running, you're just like, hey. You're like the Naruto run, like,
Area 51. Hey.
So Paz, right now, you are currently like sort of in a daze as you're you see like kind of vaguely this like leafy green doorway and this hallway lined with books, and you're just hearing this murmuring in your ear, and you're kind of like in a stupor in the dream. 62, you're asleep back at the inn. The two of you guys, Karos, you have just witnessed Paz sort of coming from nowhere, snatching up this child and like vanishing into the darkness.
Yeah.
And you still have
One kid holding on to one
You still
kid.
have a terrified Sibylla.
Yeah.
by the neck. Just
Yeah. You have just killed like the other two children, like basically in front of her.
she's fine.
You could have helped us.
She's looking very defeated.
Yeah.
Like no hope.
I wonder why.
As for the two of you guys, it is still like about 3 a.m, and you guys are exhausted from having basically cut your way through difficult forest and like found yourself having gone nowhere. And you guys were looking up for a place to post tonight. You had noticed this library and caught these like etchings around the exterior. And then this happened. So Karos, we'll start with you. Basically, so what just happened is Paz just sort of like darted
Yeah.
into the darkness.
Not dealing with that right just this second. Dealing with the matter literally at hand.
Look
The
at that
child
later.
that I'm holding on to still.
I've got my crossbow.
Her eyes are like wide, and she's looking at you like horrified, and like she's like sobbing. She's like, "Please don't kill me."
Too late.
Snaps arm.
No, just
And she's like,
sits
See, if it was
down.
me, kid's dead.
Sits down on her
Eddie
feet.
showed up.
You can still kill the kid. Nobody's stopping you.
Eddie showed up. We're good.
you see her eyes.
Good cop
sort of,
showed up.
she looks over at like the two like dead boys like on the ground, like crossbow bolts sticking out of them.
Looks horrified.
I mean, I've got
What are you doing, Duns?
I've got the crossbow pointed at her.
So you're ready.
How close? Is it just like, right?
Jesus, dude.
For real though.
Oh, also, I wanted to correct something. I believe last session we had made a comment that the blacksmith's daughter was like 11, 13, something like that. I was actually mistaken in that. She's a little bit older. She's like 18 to 24.
thank God.
See, that's what I was
Yes,
thinking when
I'm
I
sorry.
hit on her.
I'm sorry.
She fell in love with me.
I got confused for a moment, but she actually is a little bit older.
Okay.
Yeah, but she broke out of that spell.
Okay. It was a roleplay opportunity.
Actually, no, you fell in love with her. You got the potion, not
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, you fell in love with her.
And you broke out of
I
it.
like to think of it as the other way around.
Yeah,
for
it's
my
fine.
confidence.
So what are you guys doing? You are basically looking for a place to hunker down for the night.
No,
Found
I'm
this library and dealt with that just now.
Well, we're gonna go into this library because of the magic runes. This is not cool.
You guys are gonna sleep here?
No. After what just happened, I'm kind of like pretty irritated, and this is
I'm
gonna,
sure
this is
you're
gonna
like
set me off. So
adrenaline pumping.
yeah, I'm about to just kick open the door of this library.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna just kick open the door of this library?
Yes.
Okay.
Kneecap
Make me an
shatters.
athletics check.
Okay.
I've still got the crossbow pointed at the kid.
Heavy
The entire time.
foot.
Nat 20.
You're pissed.
Yeah,
You just take the kid and slam her into the door.
The doors are like cool doors.
Yeah.
And you just you just knock the doors in where they kind of like crumple as they like break under the frame.
And then somebody looks at you and goes,
It's the ghost from Ghost.
fucking library.
Inside, like as you like kick open the thing, there's sort of like a cavernous like crash as the
Yeah.
doors like come in. As this library has like a very very like tall architecture, and before you see this sort of just like empty desk. There's piles of books like sort of stacked on the side. There are various like tables for study and various bookshelves sort of lining the walls and moving towards the back of the room.
Okay.
There are various like ladders around with like wheels on them for sliding around and like grabbing books and such. What are y'all wanting to do in here?
All I see is kindling.
There's no one else in here. No one in the library right now.
You can make an investigation check.
Do that.
Just yell.
Hello.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you kick down these pull open doors. Like if anybody's there, they're gonna hear.
Pardon me? Anybody?
If anyone's here, come out now.
It sort of echoes like no.
Nothing.
No response.
Search. I'm dragging Sabella with me, by the way, by the arm. Like,
Okay.
Making her come with me, and
It's
we're
like snot nose. You're sort of like pulling her along.
You will quit that crying, or I will fire.
With that
Are
crying.
you guys rebind? I'm gonna rebind
Okay.
her.
Okay, so she's
cast. Yeah.
okay. Can she see and can she speak? Are you putting the
I'm gonna put the gag
blindfolds and
on her.
gags
But I'm
on?
leaving the blindfold off just for ease of transporting
So
this
she
kid
can
around
see,
this library,
but she cannot speak.
Yeah.
She
And
can see the crossbow pointed at
And
her.
her hands are bound as well.
Yes.
Okay. And Dunce, you're that's
Yes.
already okay.
His eyes
Okay,
locked.
so what are you guys doing in here? Are you looking to post stuff for the night?
I'm going to
the
start
doors are
searching
broken
the
now.
The
I'm
doors are
searching the
broken
library.
now, yeah.
I'm gonna start searching the library because of the Marines on the outside.
Okay, what are y'all searching for?
Any other magical markings and actually, would I be able to divine sense in the area to see if I detect any magic outside of or inside of this place?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. What is your divine sense?
The divine
Sense.
celestials, fiends, undead, consecrated, desecrated within 60 feet.
Okay.
So, and it'll last for until the end of my next turn. So, 12 seconds.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So you sort of like do that thing where you sort of like close your eyes for a moment. And there's just like
Yeah.
as you're sort of like just feeling out the area, but nothing ticks your radar.
Okay. There are magical runes on the base of this building. There's something here.
I say we just burn it down. I don't trust anything with this town anymore.
Yes.
I'm so
Most
done with
like,
this
Place is
town.
made of wood.
Most of these people are acting out of their own influence, of their own volition. So we should not just outright kill them all.
I didn't say we have to kill them. I just said we burn the town down.
They can leave. The whole town. You can abandon.
Evacuate.
We're evacuate. There's a giant fire. I don't know where
There's no other side rooms
Yeah. It's 3 a.m.
that
We
I
can
can look for. I can perform
we just start
investigation.
going. We inspired the fire.
So what are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking. Oh, I was just looking for rooms in the building.
You're looking
Just
for
one-
extra rooms?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as you can tell, just like
one big-
looking through the walls, it's just one big, like, cavernous room.
Okay.
Looking
So-
up at the ceiling, it's a little too dark right now to see, like, what's up there, because
Okay.
it is pretty tall.
Is that the library there?
Yes, this is the library right here. That's exactly how I imagined
I mean, I have a lantern, so I can go ahead and strike the lantern.
Yeah, I mean, just looking around, this is what you see, like, at a base
Yeah.
glance. Like, these bookshelves and whatnot. There are various ladders, like, kind of along the walls here.
Okay.
There are a few windows here and there.
There's no librarian desk or
There's like a front desk up here.
Can I check the desk, see if there's anything interesting, like look for any catches or anything like weird at the desk?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're looking at the desk to look to see if there's anything like unusual at the desk.
Like anything like any more runes or
Okay.
like
yeah.
I'm gonna try moving stuff around to see if anything it doesn't move the way it should.
Around the
like,
desk?
on the desk, see if it like
Okay.
catches like a lever or anything. 13?
13. You don't find anything.
Okay.
I mean, you find like various mundane desk shenanigans,
Yeah.
but you don't find what you're looking
A
for.
lot of post-its.
A
Yeah.
lot of post-its, an old pair of glasses.
Yeah. Something.
A lot of kindling.
Is there, are there any rugs or anything? Like, I'm really like trying to see if there's anything like hidden in this place because of all of the magic, because of the magic rooms
Are
on the
there
outside.
rugs?
Like
Okay.
anything that would hide, basically anything that would hide a stairwell or a trapdoor.
Okay.
Every bookshelf that's in there.
That's what I was thinking already. Easiest way to do that is set
Just
all
burn
the
it
books
out.
on fire. You'll find the one
You'll find
that's not a book.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. And you're basically looking for just like unusual sort of.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Afraid you don't find anything.
Yeah, you gonna help?
I mean,
Burning stuff?
What are you up to, Dunce? You're currently guarding her while Carol looks around, right?
yeah, I'm not turning my back on her.
Okay.
For
Looks
any
looks
reason.
clear
Yeah.
to me, man.
At this point, I'm getting a little tired. I might accidentally stick my finger on this crossbow.
Let's get this shit over with.
Whoops! It's like that guy from Lord of the Rings, the Twin Towers, the old guy.
Yeah.
Who like can't hold it and he just like
God,
accidentally
yeah.
shoots. And then just starts the entire fucking battle. It's so legit.
I know exactly.
It's so legit.
Okay.
Are there like
can
any
I,
torches or anything like that? Like candles?
There are candles, yeah. There are
I
candles on
solve?
several of these tables.
Can I use the prestidigitation or whatever to light them?
Yeah. So you're
since
just
I-
like.
Yeah.
Since I seem to have time, can I take 20? Is that still a thing?
No, that's
Not still a thing?
Yeah. Sorry, brother.
It's just take a long time. I think like a long
I
time.
don't even know what that is.
So
It's 3-5. You could basically take a 20 on your roll instead of rolling it,
and
and
you have
It's
to
like a
take,
super high roll.
but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
take
but
you
like-
take a long time,
depending
like
on
hours. to
depending
check
on the
everything
check,
out.
Pull a
Has
pass.
it.
Yeah, you take
You do this all night long.
That's what it is. That's what that is.
Okay.
So I got my rock.
That's how I got my staff.
I will say that you look around this place,
Yeah.
and based on what you see, you're
Yeah.
like, coast is clear.
Okay. I'm still really paranoid about the rooms on the outside, but okay.
There's something up about those ruins, but you weren't able to see what they actually did. Both
Yeah.
of you guys got a look at it. Neither of you guys were sure what it was.
yeah, you know what they taught
But I
me
mean,
in the
so there's
academy
only-
on how to see what ruins do is you just set the shit on fire.
Duns, you were more like a marksman kind of guy.
Yeah.
You relied on
You
the
were
practical
You were a
skills.
jock for sure.
Yeah. Push-ups and fucking crossbows.
Do they push up with one arm like shooting a crossbow with the other?
All right.
That's where I got my bonus actions from.
Oh god. All right. So are you guys posting up here for the night? This is where
Yeah.
y'all sleep.
It's good.
Doors
What are
wide
y'all gonna do about
open,
the door
busted
now?
off.
Yeah, I'm like, you busted the door. This sounds like a terrible plan.
Just
I
set the
say
girl
we
to
just.
guard it.
There's
Go
an
back to
inn.
the
There's an
barracks
inn
or
like
what?
right
No,
down the road.
I think we go back to the place where we were night one.
So the
Set-
abandoned house.
Yeah, go back to the abandoned house, set the library on fire, go back to the abandoned house. We'll find out what the ruins do, and we may root out some people with all the smoke that we cause.
Okay.
I don't have another better plan.
We're asleep.
Let's do it. Okay. You guys.
How close is the library to all the other buildings?
The library is right here.
Okay.
This house out here is like maybe down the road a little bit on the map, like kind of off map, and
Okay.
then back this way. So
Okay,
it's
so
probably
it's a good
like
way. So
it's really not that far. The library is kind of a midway point between this house and that inn.
You're not really in
Okay.
danger of like burning down the entire town if you start with the.
well, I don't care about the town. I just don't want to burn down
Well, I
the
know you
other
don't care about
house.
the town.
If the house catches on fire that we're posted up in, that would suck. But the rest of it, yeah, I don't care about.
Okay. So you guys are retiring at the house.
Yeah, after setting the library on fire.
But before you go, you
And
like
you
light a flame on
guys
your bow.
are retiring at the inn.
Yeah.
Correct. We chilling.
All right, so if we're gonna do
Just us.
this, then I'm gonna have him take the kid outside. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna knock over a bunch of the shelves into a pile and
I
bring
have the
slide it.
piston. I can just. There's candles I lit, so I
yeah.
could just manipulate the flame
Okay.
to go onto the books.
Okay. If you
Yeah,
can do that.
if you're wanting to just like burn it, yeah.
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 So you guys are burning the library down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or attempting to.
Okay.
In response.
We'll find out what these stupid runes do one way or another. Maybe I've angered something.
Okay.
Hunter was not expecting this.
You guys are attempting to burn the library down.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
There's not an attempt.
How do I tell
So
you
you're
that
going
you're dead?
around like basically snapping your fingers, right?
Well, I don't. I mean, how far away would you have it? Whatever the max distance I can be, so I'm not like.
You only
fucking-
need one candle.
Right. Just need one to go off on the books. It's dried paper.
As you begin like burning the library, both of you feel like, and you would feel this. This would wake you up actually.
Oh man.
As you guys are up there in the library, there's like a, and it
Okay.
comes from somewhere up in the rafters.
Yeah.
Is this
And
like a type of like cathedral
It's
sort
like
of?
almost, yeah. It's like a really tall library.
Okay.
And it sort of like booms down, and just like sort of pulses past you guys, and you in
On
bed, you
Volta.
sort of like wake up, and you, Paz, feel nothing. You're
Okay.
still in the dream.
Okay.
Okay, he's still green eyes. Is he
He's
even
still-
in the inn?
he's
He's
still
just like
green.
off in the ether. We don't really know where he is.
Nobody knows where Paz is
Okay,
right now.
Paz is just like.
So this wakes you up, and there's just like another moment that goes by, and both of you guys are just like, "What the fuck was that?"
Okay.
But like the fire's like kind of starting to spread in the library. 62. You hear like a bunch of footsteps outside your door.
Outside my door. Okay.
You start hearing like kind of like something like that. What would y'all like to do?
I would like
We're
stand
gonna
outside the
leave
library.
the library before it, burns down with us in it.
But before I toss the girl back in.
Okay. As you guys are exiting the library, make me perception checks.
Cool.
What are you doing, 62? You are
So
still
I
in the room.
okay. I
21.
bolted awake. There are footsteps outside my
outside
door.
your
Much
door.
less than 21.
I go invisible.
You go invisible?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just standing in your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that noise.
What are you guys doing?
21.
21.
13.
13.
Much less than 20.
It doesn't take much as you guys hear like a storm of approaching footsteps. And
Okay.
sort of looking down the main road, out of like almost every building, there are just mobs of people as the entire town is sort of like waking up out of their beds and desperately like rushing to the library. Many of these people are like undressed.
Yeah.
And
Green
there's basically, yeah, there's like a town's worth of sleeping people who are now like dashing to the library. And you guys, in fact, I would say that the two of you guys are about here, and there's like a zombie horde of people here, here, and here.
But the library is there.
Well, yeah, so the library's
Y'all-
here, so you
yeah.
guys are off map maybe,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
over
Basically,
here.
but-
But basically,
Yeah.
like,
I get what you're
this
saying.
backspace seems to be like the most open area right now. But there is a horde of people who are sprinting to the library.
Jesus.
How many zones?
Do they have weapons? Or are they
I
There are
throw.
hundreds of people.
I didn't know there was that many people. in this
there is
I
town.
still have one thing with
Legit,
caltrops
dude.
as before we
This
leave.
town
I
is like a
throw our,
crossroads, so it's kind of a
I
major.
throw our caltrops in front of the door. And some bear trap? No, I don't have time for bear traps. Just caltrops. Yeah.
Just like from this small pack, and it's like,
Scattered.
Somehow it works like a garden feeder. Just,
so do these
spiral
people have
pattern.
weapons? Or are they just like they're just storming?
Most of them are just storming, empty-handed, full sprint, just running
Going at it.
zombies.
Yeah.
I love how you guys are feverishly looking at your character sheets. Like,
well,
do I have to kill mom?
what do you
Did I
guys
say
do?
that?
There are hundreds of people coming towards you,
And from the distance,
Hey!
yeah, and from the distance you hey, this badge comes running at you, green-eyed, trying to kill somebody.
Am I in the mob? Is Paz in the mob?
Yeah,
Okay.
you are in the mob some more.
Okay.
Are you still holding this girl, this witch?
Yeah.
So would they sense the witch?
If they're looking for it, I don't know if they're like actively.
Do we stay here?
He wouldn't have the ability to
Drop the
sense his
kid and run.
Well,
And he would
I
probably
mean,
know this by now.
If I'm conquering presence when I'm close enough, none of them can get closer to me.
That's gonna affect the first 10 people on the front, and everyone behind them is gonna swarm you.
Hundreds. Like,
There are hundreds.
All creatures of my choice within 30-foot radius.
If you want to
Okay.
try it.
okay. How many people do you think are going to be inside a 30-foot radius?
Yeah.
Not all of them are going to be
I know.
inside.
What is this, 15?
Each block is a 5-foot.
Yeah.
And they're like down here, like
They
they're
are
super
they
spread
are
out.
storming.
Yeah,
through
like,
the
you
town.
maybe get, like, at most 100 people around you.
Yeah.
Like, that would be, and then that leaves us with nothing. And we're completely surrounded.
By
There's
another
still,
100 people.
Yeah, there's still another couple hundred people behind them, pushing towards them, and
I
these
say go
guys
for
are
it.
pushing back. I say we drop the kid.
Shoot it. And then
Do it.
nice little fadeaway
You just
shot.
see 100, you see 200 people and you're like, boom.
We're heading for the library.
And at
They're
the
heading
buzzer-
for the library, not for us.
Correct. That's why I said
Yeah.
we drop the kid because that'll distract them with the
Don't,
library.
don't drop the kid.
Like off the
There's
building?
no point to drop the kid.
You guys
Is what I'm
have to
getting
make a
at.
decision right now. What are y'all doing?
All right, let's.
My vote is drop the kid.
We're not
and tell
dropping.
it out.
I'm not dropping the kid, but we're taking
And then
the
they
kid
get
with us.
swarmed.
You guys look at each other.
We're
and
taking.
say
I'm taking
what?
the kid with us, and we're going back away from where.
All right, y'all sprint out of there. So where are you going? Back into the woods.
Back in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I need you both to make me athletics checks to sprint out of there.
And Dunn sprains his ankle.
15.
That one. Just
Yeah. Right.
Can I use acrobatics?
to run. No, this
Just
would be an
doing like
athletics check.
cartwheels out of there.
Four.
Okay, so here's the thing. You guys are like running out of there, right? And you're stumbling along. And Dunce,
It's nighttime, right?
yeah.
So it's pretty dark.
So it's pretty dark, and Dunce, you kind of stumble like over like a bush, kind of out of sight as you're on your way out. But as you guys are sort of running out this way, the mob makes no attempt to follow you, and they sort
Straight
of
to the
surge into the library like that. I will say that a couple of them are gonna like sort of branch off this way after you, but for the most part, everybody is sort of like swarming this way.
Okay.
Paz included.
Paz included. Paz is not following you.
Crickets. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to stealth.
With a 4 acrobatics, or I'm sorry, a 4 athletics. Damn, I don't have my chess pieces. I'm just gonna say there are a couple of baddies like here and here that are just sort of making like a half-hearted attempt to chase after you here.
They're not running as hard as when they were trying to get to the library. Now that they've like reached the library area, they're kind of like slowing down off the
Yeah.
sides. Cool.
Is there any cover?
Yeah. I mean, if you
There's,
move
like,
back a little
bushes.
way, there's like trees and bushes
Okay.
and stuff. You have an easy time finding cover.
Okay. Then yeah, just go stealth and.
So you're just
Hide.
gonna hide in the bushes? And what do
Stumble
you do?
head first into a bush.
I thought
Just-
that I'm a good distance away, aren't I? Because since he stumbled.
You,
then
yeah,
I'm
you
ready.
you got a pretty good ways back. These two are just kind of sort of chasing after Duns, but looking
Yeah.
back, I would say you see them coming after Duns here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go like jump into the bushes
Make
and try
me a
to
stealth check real quick, just to try and like jump out of sight.
Dunce doesn't stealth very well.
15?
That's
That's enough.
pretty good.
So as you jump into these bushes, Duns, you see that these two who are sort of following you sort of like slow to a jog and then a walk, and then they kind of just like stare like out into the darkness, like kind of arms just like hanging limply at their sides, and then they sort of like after a moment they just like turn and like walk back, and like a few minutes go by, and then you just hear like tons of slowly walking footsteps as everyone sort of just like returns to their houses.
Cool. Let's go chill in the abandoned house and rest up.
Is the library still on fire?
The library is no longer on fire.
Damn.
That's cool. I got yeah. How far away is that from there?
How far away is what?
The abandoned house. to
The
library?
abandoned house really isn't that far. It's probably about this far,
So
but
I
in
could-
that direction.
So I could shoot it with like a burning arrow to set the library back on fire.
If you wanted to, yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Round
Could-
2.
Yeah.
Fight.
Oh, if we have, do our packs have any oil in them? Or I have 2 flasks of oil,
Molotov.
and I have a lantern that I
You
can
guys
throw
can
in to
certainly
break
try
it.
to go back for more.
Oh no, I was just saying we do it from the safety of the house.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Just continuously
I can
shoot.
go.
Just
I can go to
piss
the
off
back
the
and set
whatever's
like
doing it.
All these
Go to the
townspeople
back,
get,
pour
super
oil on
gassed and
part of
tired,
it.
Like,
Make it
two
easier
parts
to
of
kill
it.
them the next day.
running all night.
Branding smite one side, he shoots the other, and then we run away, and then run away again.
Okay. I will say this: if you guys are trying to like light it from your house throughout the night tonight,
Yeah.
because I don't know if you guys are going to try and rest. Are y'all trying to rest tonight?
I would like to, yes.
Yeah.
You guys haven't
Rest?
rested
Yeah.
much at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys
we
are
had-
tired, and you're going to get some
I mean-
exhaustion if you
Right,
want to
right.
get some sleep.
Gonna
I mean, we
need
had a
to
short
at some
rest.
point, but
So you guys are basically barricading yourselves in the house.
Yeah.
If you try and fire arrows, you will see your arrows land, and after like a minute or so, they get snuffed out by something unseen. Something off in the distance. You just see the light snuff out.
All right.
Okay.
So I do have one other thing.
What's up?
I'd like to shoot a burning arrow into the shop that's next to the library and see if that catches on fire.
That poor shopkeep.
It does catch fire.
no one comes and saves it, except for one upset guy.
After a while, there are some town guards who like kind of flock to the area and put it out. And I guess are you guys just watching curiously? It starts to catch like a good amount of fire. Like it is like burning
So it's not
down.
like the library where it was like
No,
snuffed
like
out.
it's
no
like
damage.
burning
Okay.
down by the time town guards get there. But I will say this: as you guys are watching, these town guards that approached, like put out the fire, are like acting strangely. Like they're very wary. It's like they're afraid,
Yeah.
basically, because like they just saw a mob of townspeople
Yeah.
show up and leave on their shift, and they're just like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
I quit.
Right.
Okay, so yes. Is that all you guys are doing?
Yeah,
for tonight?
yeah, I was just
tonight?
testing
Yeah.
another theory.
Okay, so tonight, all of you have the stream.
Okay.
Right? As all of you guys are dreaming,
Oh, do I go back to sleep?
I mean,
are you sleeping at some point
I mean, you.
tonight?
I was sleeping, and then I got woken up
you
from the
woke up,
library
yeah.
thing, and I turned myself invisible, and
Yeah.
now I'm kind of like, just want to get some pizza.
Yeah,
just
if you
now.
want to get some food. Are you just going to stay awake for the rest? 'Cause
I
you
know,
only,
what time
you
is it?
only like really took a nap. You just woke up at like
Okay.
3 a.m.
Okay.
Because it's still like the morning.
Yeah, it's usually when I go to sleep, anyways. 3 a.m. I'll just go back to sleep. That's fine.
Okay, so all of you guys have the stream tonight.
Okay.
Basically, what it is all of you, and you see this too, Paz. Your vision sort of like shifts to like this vision, right? And it's of the two paladins standing in the library, and they kind of like expressionlessly like Karos like reaches into his pocket and puts like the hairball like on the table, and then your vision suddenly like shifts over to the path that had become overgrown, and you guys all kind of watch as the path like ungrows and becomes like clear, and then like your vision shifts again, and Karos and Dunce are both like leaving town, and that's it. You guys all wake up,
Okay.
and
Where
you
is he?
guys both know that this dream occurred with the two paladins standing at the library.
Okay. So I know where I am where I wake up. When I wake up, where is Paz now?
Paz is in his room right next to
He's
you.
in his room.
Mhm.
Where's the witch?
So do we wake up where
You
we
guys
were?
wake up unbothered.
Yeah.
You guys actually slept okay.
What a great night.
Other than that, Paz, you wake up covered in blood,
Oh,
and one of your
Paz
daggers
likes-
is missing.
Hey.
Let's go back to the swordsmith.
Am I in full armor? Like, did I put on my pajamas or? So that would be
Yeah,
weird
it looks
too.
like you're in the same clothes that you were in when you went to bed last night. You just have blood on you now,
Okay.
and your hands are like dirty,
And you're missing
no
your
witch
rod.
inside.
and your feet are dirty.
And you're missing your rod.
Some reason
Would
you're
you ask?
And that's the only thing it's
is the witch still with him?
No, he has
Which-
no.
okay.
He has no memory of gravity.
Okay, yeah, but like he like was carrying the witch. I just like wanted to know if like he woke up and looks in the chair and she's just like staring at him.
time you as the players saw Paz, he had the witch.
Yeah, exactly.
He woke up this morning and
Did
she's
not,
not
okay,
there.
yep.
He's just covered in blood, and he's got
Her
one
blood?
of his knives is gone.
so. I mean, the first thing Paz would do is clean himself.
Okay,
I feel like,
shower.
yeah.
gotta bathe up.
So I would
You
definitely.
would throw on a quick disguise.
Watch time.
I mean, yeah, I think I would definitely clean up. If I'm wearing my leather armor, like I don't want blood all over my leather armor. I want to keep that on for damn sure. I mean, like in a role play sense, I'd probably check the room and see if there's anything weird in there. Can I roll an investigation check?
Looking about your bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Investigation. So that's 18.
Okay. Things that are definitely weird about this room are that your clothes are covered in blood, you are filthy, one of your knives is gone,
You have an arrow in your knee.
your door is unlocked.
Oh, okay. He would not unlock the door.
Yeah, your door was left unlocked.
From the inside.
You feel a little tired. You're not like exhausted, but you're just like, man, it was kind of a rough night of sleep.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Gotta get a
So,
better bed.
I mean, I would clean up and definitely go talk to Finn for sure and just be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And start asking, hey,
Yeah, so you knock on my door, I open it up, I'm like, hey, what's up? And you're like,
yo, get a load of this.
dude, yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
blood. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I mean, I bounced last night, so I don't know what the fuck you've been up to.
Hey,
and then,
oh.
like, you tell me, like, you kind of passed out, you woke up like, covered in blood. We talk about the like the vision that we had.
Right.
Do I-
confer about that.
Do I smell like smoke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good call.
Okay, should I roll a can I roll a perception
Yeah,
check?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
While
Go
looking
ahead.
at him or whatnot? 19.
Yeah, you smell it. He smells.
It's
He smells like smoke. He's got
Investigation,
blood
whatever.
on his
Perception.
pajamas. And like Paz goes out like in his clothes. He doesn't go out in his PJs, but he's got blood on his pajamas.
Yeah.
He's dirty. He smells like smoke.
Yeah.
He
So I'm
looks
like,
tired.
yeah, I'm like, that's some shit.
Did Finn at any point notice like the sounds of fire or like the
No,
mobs or anything?
I just heard the footsteps outside my door, but I never got up and like looked out the window or anything. I
See,
just-
and you have no idea what he's talking about when he says this because
Okay.
like you didn't wake up at all last night.
Yeah.
yeah.
But given the blacksmith's daughter and the green eyes and all of that and all the weird shit, I can assume at this point that I probably did like some sleepwalking. That's
Well, you
pretty
had
fair.
the dream.
You could assume
Yeah.
you had the dream last night, and like you haven't really asked him about it. But 62 is basically saying like, yeah, like a bunch of people got up last night. I bounced when that happened, and you basically have no memory of any of this happening.
Yeah. Well, I would want to
So,
find.
I will say 62. You can probably infer that like he was one of those green-eyed people. If he tells you he was having the dream last night,
Okay,
and
gotcha.
his clothes are like that, and he doesn't remember it. That seems to be the logical.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
reasonable, no doubt.
And I've also seen the library.
Right, now both of you guys have seen the library. You've seen the paladins in the library placing the hairball on the counter.
On like by the counter, do you mean like the librarian's desk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Speaking of, do I still have that on me?
Yeah.
It's okay. So,
And you know, you woke up like being like, whoa, whatever that is that he has, like whatever this entity is, it seems to want it.
Let's burn the hair.
that's
Yeah,
actually
Let's burn the hair.
Yeah, actually, that's what I was thinking.
Fuck this entity.
Yeah.
So are we just chilling? What do you want to
I
do?
would go to the fucking library and get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
That's what Paz is gonna
You
do.
guys are going to the library?
You wanna go?
Should we do that?
Go
What
figure
should
this
we
shit
do
out? Sick of these
Or
dreams?
should we burn this thing?
Not
up?
hungry.
That's
I'm
what-
Do
hungry.
you guys,
I'm hungry
do you guys
for
want to
blood.
investigate the library this morning? Now that it's light out?
No, I want to set this ball of hair on fire.
Okay.
I want to piss off whatever's screwing around.
How long can I stay invisible?
Is it a minute? Is it 10 minutes? I think it's a concentration.
I think he
I
has to
think
keep-
10 minutes so that you can use it to explore, but I'm not sure about that.
God, I'm I'm so happy that under adventuring gear it says dick juice.
Does it say that? Oh, you wrote that. Okay. I don't remember that on the
1
sheet.
hour.
I didn't put
It's
that
1
there.
hour.
Adventures
So yeah, you
package.
can stay invisible for an hour once you cast that.
I don't really know how that relates to like actual movement and time in game.
In combat, every round is 6 seconds. So 10 rounds is 1 minute.
Okay.
So out of combat, so the thing about D&D combat is in combat, time sort of slows down to a sort of like play-by-play.
Sure.
And out of combat, it's like, yeah, you guys walk down the street. You know, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So basically infinite visibility.
Well,
Within a limited
It's
capacity.
basically infinite.
Out an hour's a long time. That's a long time.
in combat, yeah. Outside of combat, it's you could be walking down the street for an hour and
If I could turn invisible for an hour, I'd do a lot of freaky shit.
Oh, blacksmith's got it.
All right.
Some ghosts up in here.
So, anyways, what are you guys doing this morning? So you guys are checking out
going
the
to the
library
library.
that you.
I would
dreamed
like
about.
to trail him at a safe distance, not being like trying not to be seen by anybody if possible.
Okay.
Am I aware that you're behind
Yes.
me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like after all the freaky weird shit that's been going on, I kind
You're
of
just
I kind of
being
want to have
cautious?
that. I want to be cautious. I don't want people to know that I'm there if possible, and I want to have his back without people knowing it.
So where should we go about destroying this thing at? And I feel like the libraries also need to be destroyed too.
I tried that. That didn't
Yeah,
work.
yeah, but we tried that
Give
at
it your
night.
best shot,
I don't know.
dude.
Now during the day we may be.
Oh,
able
it's
to
true. Like if they're not asleep, would they even react like
Yeah.
the same way?
Yeah.
Well, no, but like
The
what-
entity was snuffing out the
yeah,
the
the
flame after
entity was
that.
what was
Yeah.
actually snuffing out the flames. Because
You guys don't know what was snuffing out the flames.
well, fair enough. Like,
Well,
we saw the
something
people.
besides people.
Paz smells like smoke.
He could have been there all
Just
night,
saying.
just like
Well, you-
putting out fires
Actually,
because
the
we were
hot
setting
box
up
man?
fire a
No.
couple times. And, yeah, he could have been the one in there doing that stuff too. So now that people are awake, we may be able to set this place on fire a little safer.
Yeah, but now people are awake. They'll see us. Like,
That's
Random
fine,
tourists
like,
going through the street.
At this point, we need to go tell the guards, hey, we're doing this thing because of what happened, and there's crazy magic shit. There's witch runes on the library. This is dangerous.
It's like we're gonna go burn your shitty library.
All right.
yeah,
So-
I'm not really
Fuck
cool with
this.
telling guards I'm gonna go set their shit on fire.
All right.
It's kind of like shooting a kid next playing with his dog out in the alley.
They've let a lot of shit go so far.
yeah, they've been very.
I know we
reasonable.
get away with like almost murder at this point.
So
Yeah.
while you guys figure out like what y'all want to do.
Oh, I just want to step outside and set this ball of hair on fire and see what happens.
Okay. I'll
Okay,
just step
we'll
out.
go outside and do it. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all try and like burn this ball of hair.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're trying to burn it, like this like mucusy ball
Yeah.
just does not burn.
Pour oil on it.
Sure. Pour oil on it. You burn it. The oil burns off.
Okay.
Sick.
You guys, as y'all are approaching the library, there are a bunch of guards that are like stationed outside the library, and
They're all kind of just like.
they're like kind of telling people
they
like
notice
everybody
the-
like stay back, stay back. There was like a break-in here last night, and then like seeing you, they're like, oh, like good morning, like there was an incident here last night, like.
Hey, good morning, fellas, users. Maybe I should go in there and see what's going on. Check out that library. See if I can get a library card while I'm in town. You know.
And they nod and they say, yeah, we could really use that New Jerseyonian experience.
New Jersey. And he's
So-
clean. He no longer smells like smoke, no blood. He's just regular.
I mean, I assume you're
Clothes,
ready for
yeah.
the day. You put your
Yeah.
clothes on, your armor and whatnot.
I'm wearing brute aftershave.
But did you as well as your, is it as well as your disguise from night one, or
Hopefully it's
Probably
better.
better. Yeah.
Okay, so
did they notice the shop? Any damage at the shop?
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Is the shop fucked up next door?
Yeah, it's burned down.
And I just see the guy who's
the shop right here.
the guy who's in love with me. Just like
The guy sees you walk by and he's like, everything's gonna be
Lost
alright.
everything. There's arson in the area. There's break-ins. Like the whole town got up last night. They tell you this now.
Yeah.
Like the entire town got up last night. No idea what happened. Everyone went back to bed. They seem to come to this library. Strangest thing.
Is there any inkling of the guards being like, ever since y'all came to town, like this shit's been getting crazier and crazier? Is there like any
problems were already
They were already
starting.
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Can we like not
But,
take
like-
the ball of hair with us?
But
Well,
they
I'm
did like get
not
worse
gonna leave it there,
when they
but I'm
showed
gonna
up.
keep it
Not
with
noticeably
us.
worse, but like
They didn't get better.
they were already getting worse.
Is there, like, a well we can throw it down?
I think the
why
first thing I would do
that's
is,
why we
is
did it.
investigate the outside of it,
Take it.
of
Okay.
the library, which would lead me to those rooms.
Yeah. So you guys
Have
were-
you
you guys
done
were
an
fine.
investigative check on this?
So
I've not.
we're gonna head to the library.
Okay, go ahead. You guys roll me a couple investigation checks.
I am not approaching the building because I'd be seen.
You would be seen.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
nice.
piece of
You're,
shit.
you're
Yeah.
a shapeshifter. You can look like whatever you like.
So that's a 6.
You notice your shoelaces
You can just
are
look like a
untied.
town guard if you like.
I noticed that
Wouldn't
I'm not
somebody
covered in
like
blood.
not recognize? Or there's so many town guards, like they don't.
It's a big.
You notice there's a
Sure.
missing building next to the library.
I would say for the sake of brevity, like you could,
Gotcha. So
Got it.
You don't even need to roll for that. That's one of your things. You
Sold.
So
No, I mean for investigating the rooms. I rolled a 10.
word. Okay,
Sorry.
it doesn't take a lot. You guys are like looking around the edge, and you do see them because, like Paz, you're used to looking for thieves' camp, which are like etchings that thieves leave on buildings to sort of
Right.
mark them. And at first, you're just like, oh shit, like someone's been here. They leaving a message, but you're looking at it, and you're like, I've never seen this. Make me an Arcana check.
How's your Arcana 0? Aren't you a warlock?
Don't worry about me. 8.
8.
Warlocks don't use int; they use charisma.
You're definitely
Should I lucky
definitely using symbols.
I don't know.
It's up to you guys. It doesn't really matter.
up to
all right.
you.
So when we go
Yeah,
back
luck
to
it,
the library,
I'm
So
gonna.
when you guys go back to the library, you are gonna see these two like investigating, and they're sort of peering down, like looking at these runes.
But y'all just see me as a guard.
yeah,
Right. It's
I'm
a
just
it's
a
a
guard hanging
guard.
out with
It's a
him,
guard
like-
and Paz.
Okay, I'm gonna use luck on
Can
that
I-
Arcana roll.
Wait. But he
Can I
noticed.
assist?
Well, yeah, but you noticed he stole one of the kids last night.
Yeah. So you're aware of that.
Paz, but I also noticed he had green eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So you come up storming behind him, grab him by the throat.
No, I don't. That's not what I do.
9.
Okay. You can't tell what kind of runes they are, but you can tell like these are weird runes, and you know they're not thieves' camp.
Can I give another check at those with under the light? Like
Yeah. Go ahead. Now that you're getting a good look at them.
15?
15. You can tell that these runes serve some sort of like mobility purpose.
Okay.
You can't tell the extent of what that is,
Okay.
but like looking at this building is intended to go somewhere.
Huh.
You're not sure how exactly this gets it somewhere, but these runes that are being used are for like relocating
Okay.
or like preventing the relocation of.
Okay.
Got an idea.
So
It's probably gonna get me killed, but I've got an idea.
Okay, I
go
like
talk
where this is
to-
going.
Yes.
Ben, have you spotted these? I point out the runes to the rest of the guards around the building.
And they sort of nod and they say, yeah, but like this is beyond our expertise. And they
They-
say, we're glad to see you guys because like this looks like witchcraft to us.
This is witchcraft.
And they
So-
just like
You're like, oh,
You're probably right.
we told you. they sort of fill you in. They're like, are you aware of like the situation that happened last night with all the
No.
townspeople? And they're like, okay,
Not at
well,
all.
damn, you guys. Okay, well, here's what happened.
I'm not gonna admit to being in the library and setting shit on fire.
Right.
We saw
They catch you up.
a large gathering of people running towards the library, but we didn't know.
They say, yes, it was the strangest thing. It just seems like every member of the town last night just rose from their beds and rushed to the library for who knows what reason.
Yeah, who knows?
Small spontaneous fires were seen a couple of times, but they were snuffed out. But
wait.
this building,
Are his arrows still there?
They were
like
burned.
in the top,
Yeah.
they burned up.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, their arrows, the physical arrows,
Yeah.
which were on fire. There are small scorch marks. The physical arrows are gone.
Yeah.
But, like they wouldn't have just like burned to ash. Like there's probably some metal on those arrows that would have like stayed there. So they're just gone.
Are you gonna go look for them?
No. I'm just wondering.
This is out of character.
Massacre
okay.
friend.
So while all the talking is going on and all
Yeah.
this is happening, Paz had the dream with the paladins, right? and the hairball.
Yeah, I was gonna actually grab the hairball, go inside the library, and start threatening whatever it is that wants this, and say, "You want this? You can come out, and I'll shove it up your ass."
Okay. Stepping into the library. The library is still a little bit dark. There's lights like coming in through the windows near the bottom. But as you're sort of like holding like this hairball out, and like you're just doing what exactly? You're shouting out about
Yeah.
Hey, you!
Shouting out threats into the.
roll me a perception check.
All of us. I'm assuming we all went in the library.
Are you guys all going in the library?
Yeah.
Go ahead and everybody roll me a perception check.
So this one random
as you
guard follows
guys
him in here.
are walking in. Yeah.
Okay.
You're with Paz.
13.
And like Paz is an out of town guard.
9.
22.
He sees it. I got 6. So.
Okay, I'll just say like whoever gets the highest. So while you guys are in there are a couple of things that you notice. You notice sawdust.
Okay.
An unusual like thin layer of like sawdust. You guys notice small clumps of like mud and like wheatgrass almost.
Okay.
And as you are sort of like holding up the thing and like sort of like about to just like call something out, something up in the rafters kind of catches your eye, and you're kind of looking up there, and there's like an off-color patch of wood, like kind of up in one of the rafters.
And from nowhere, an arrow comes down.
And
Left eyeball.
so Paz would just see you like staring up in the ceiling.
Well, we see him, but like, we both see him with
Well,
like
I mean,
the
we
hairball.
don't-
We're
You
like, wait,
guys
what
are
the fuck?
basically like walking in. Everybody's kind of looking at something different, like kind of
Yeah.
looking about the place.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will follow through with my threat of shoving the hairball up the fiend's ass.
Well,
There's nothing here right now.
that's when Paz pulls out his rod of alertness and tries to detect magic with the rod of alertness.
What?
Oh!
You had that.
Nice.
Get rotted.
Oh, but I do.
Nice.
Hey guys, let's just figure this shit out right now. I'm gonna use my little rod. We're gonna see what's going on in here. Use my big rod. We're gonna see what's happening in here.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna whip it out.
Yeah, Hunter just left this campaign. He was really unhappy with it.
Well, my game's done.
Alright. Okay, pleasant surprise.
Blackberry number 2.
Good call. Okay. So, Paz. You sort of reach into your jacket and you pull out like this strange like item that you got from the antique shop. And sort of like
guys like my rod.
sort of like calling upon it with your will. You're sort of like feeling for magic, and you can feel like a very steady, like powerful source of magic above you, up in the rafters. And this is going to immediately call your attention to the off-color patch of wood that he is sort of like kind of caught his eye as he was like looking up. You also feel around the edge of the library there is like a powerful it's basically one, or it's like layered spells, but like a big, like 3 rings of spells, basically.
Okay. I will relay all this information to my party.
Okay, so you guys are all now looking at that off-color patch of wood. It's strange, and you're not quite sure how to get up there from the rafters, but the off-color patch sort of runs all the way along.
The ceiling.
How tall are these ladders?
They are pretty tall. Go ahead and make me investigation checks, everybody.
3.
Less than 10.
12.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Karos, you are the one who finds.
Okay.
There's a ladder hidden behind a curtain which leads up to the rafters, and it's
Okay.
one of the like rollable library ladders, but
Yeah.
this one has been sort of like nailed to the
You should
wall.
just eat this
Okay.
ball of hair.
Do it.
Alright, climb up.
Okay, so you guys watch as Karos like sort of like pulls this.
Oh wait, how tall? How actually tall is this?
It's tall. It's like a 50-foot ladder. It goes like way up there.
What?
Ooh. What do y'all want to do?
Okay. I mean, that's gonna be on you.
On me?
Yeah.
What do y'all want?
Because you're just a random guard.
God, what is about to
I'm
happen?
just a random guard as far as I know.
Trolls.
Okay, how exactly is this ladder nailed to the wall?
It has
Like
basically
sturdily?
like pretty sturdily. Somebody has basically just like nailed it, like nailed like chunks
multiple
of the
places.
wood, like up the
Alright,
wall.
probably not then.
Okay.
Seems tough.
It's not like expert craftsmanship looking at it. It's actually like amateur craftsmanship, but it's like all the way up.
Yeah.
Can I fire an arrow at the
To
wood?
knock them off the ladder. Is that what you were gonna do?
No, I was just gonna cut the ladder out to begin with.
Okay,
like, just to all together.
just wondering.
But I can't do that. I think
Okay,
it's too
but so
sturdy.
you guys watch as Carol sort of like reveals
do you
this
want
ladder.
What I want to do is create a rope ladder of my own, and this one doesn't appear to be that sturdy. Also, so if something happens up there, we're gonna be fucked. And I guess I should say this in character. Hey, something happens, you gonna be fucked. So, is there any way I could like attach a rope to an arrow and then fire it up there?
Yes. So you're just like shooting it over the walkway, and
Yeah.
like it comes back down on the other side.
Yeah.
If you like, you could do that.
Okay, I would like.
Why don't you go
Okay.
see if your merchant friend has any grappling hooks or something?
Oh, actually, I think I do have a grappling hook.
Oh, if you have a grappling hook.
If you have a grappling hook, you can throw a hook.
I've got.
There's no reason that you couldn't tie it to a rope, and like one of you strong peeps can throw it.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't look like I
big throw.
do. I mean, I
You can
can.
put my rope on the end of a crowbar.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I can just do the arrow thing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
You gonna do that?
Yeah. Do I need to roll for that?
You're trying to throw it up there.
Shoot an arrow.
Shoot an arrow. Okay, sure. No, you don't need to roll.
Okay.
So you shoot it up there.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are looking up at this wood, right, it appears to be like kind of just like a flat like wood surface area, and as you're shooting like your thing up at it, it sort of like misses, and to your surprise, it like goes up the side and comes down the other side of what appears to be now like a walkway through the rafters.
Alright.
That's sort of, and like now that you're looking up at it, it's very cleverly kind of like blended with the ceiling.
Okay.
So now the arrow sort of like comes down. I feel like you can secure a rope.
Kills me.
15.
Lands on 16.
15 athletics check to climb the ladder.
If you're just climbing up the ladder, that's
Yeah.
fine. You
Yeah,
just
I'm gonna
climb
climb the ladder.
Okay. I'm gonna climb the ladder too, I guess.
Okay, is everybody just going up
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
walkway? Okay.
Nope, I'm staying on the bottom.
You're
with
staying on the bottom?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got the ball of hair.
I'm
I
gonna
got-
chill with him.
I got what
Okay.
they want.
Okay. Alright. At the top of the
Don't
ladder.
make me shove this up this guard's ass.
I'm just like,
Are you making small talk? Are you guys just like standing there and it's silent?
Threatening,
Just like,
threatening the thing. Like,
I'm kind
oh.
of just like eyeing his crossbow. Like,
Climbing
looks
back-
like you can do some work with that.
At the top of the ladder,
Yeah.
you discover a newly constructed hallway
Okay.
leading to what appears to be a secret room.
Okay.
Climbing back down the ladder somewhat and like looking back up into the rafters, you see that a dark cloth appears to have been draped across the bottom of these new rooms, camouflaging them from the floor view.
Okay.
But now that you are up here, there is just like
Yeah.
a single person walkway ending with just like a mundane looking door.
All right. Get my
Should let
weapons
Shout
ready and head towards the door.
yeah, I think we're just. I'm gonna be like, hey, there's a secret room up here, you guys. Why don't you come up here and help
Yeah.
us?
All right, so
And at that point, I am gonna go up the.
okay,
the-
so all four of you guys
like,
are
he is not
are
committed
entering.
to.
I haven't committed to anything yet.
Yeah.
I personally am going to walk up the ladder.
Okay,
now.
so three of you guys are up there. You're still on the bottom.
Sounds like you're committing to splitting the party.
Actually, at this point, I'm wondering what we did with the kid. But
What did y'all do with the
Is the kid just with you?
just crossbow the entire time.
Yeah.
Like I assume you,
Yeah.
I assume you're bringing this child with
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
unless you're dropping her off, because y'all never said you were dropping her off.
I know. That's, I just
Well, she could
kinda,
still be back in the abandoned house potentially. Like she's chained up.
She could be filled with arrows in the abandoned
If
house.
you guys want to retroactively say like you stuck her in the guard station,
Yeah,
something
let's-
like that,
we'll do
like
that
that's
again,
fine.
yeah.
I'll allow it. Is that what y'all want to do?
Yeah.
I want to
guard
fill it
barracks.
with arrows, but
Guard
whatever.
barracks.
Okay.
He just wants to keep this chick alive, dude.
One of them at
No, it's
least.
fine. It's just like
There's
I
another
just
one.
want to know if you
Yeah,
want
for
to
sure.
execute her. That's fine too. I just want to know where's she
I
at.
want to keep her alive.
I'm on board if you guys want to do that. But
Just for my notes.
Yeah,
where's she
yeah.
at?
For sure, yeah.
It just
She's
hit
in
me
the
while
guard
you guys
bears.
were talking.
in the
It's
guard
like,
bears.
Okay.
did we
Okay.
take the
No
kid
sweat.
with us?
So-
like, oh shit.
So all 4 of you are up top.
Yeah.
Are you up
Sure,
top?
Yeah.
sure. I'll
You don't
climb
have to
up
be.
top. No, I'll climb up top.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn it.
So Karos, you and Dunce, actually, the 2 of you guys know that whatever's up here, and especially with Paz now, like saying like, "Hey, there's something up here."
Yeah.
Paz, did you actually say you could feel the magic?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can
Did you
I can
explain-
feel the
you
magic.
Feel the magic?
Yeah.
Feeling it.
Did you explain that?
Yeah.
Is this the
Yeah,
same
so like
magic
the
that the
layers, the
shopkeeper
3
felt?
layers of like everything outside.
We'll assume for brevity, you're like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's
like
the
this,
same
this thing
magic.
is what kind of helped me out.
Yeah.
So the 4 of you guys are outside the store, right? And the 2 of you guys are kind of tense because you know, like, whatever's in here is probably the source of what happened
Yeah.
on the other side. So, as you go and like try the door's locked.
Okay.
Would you like to break this one down too?
Yes, I do. Can you actually can you check? You seem to be. Could you check and see if this door is like if there's any kind of explosive device or anything on it, real quick for me?
Yeah. Why not? So I guess I'm gonna do an investigation check. Is that what I would do to see if there are any
Yes, sir.
traps or?
It'd be yeah. Make me an investigation check.
It's not great, but it's a 9.
Doesn't seem to be trapped.
Could I double check?
You made a really thorough look at it.
Alright.
You look at it a second time, but you're pretty sure.
Man.
You're pretty confident.
and I can't do any more detect magic with my rod
Can
of
if you
alertness,
like.
right? Can I see if there's any magics like protecting the door?
Does your rod do that, or does it just allow you to detect if magic is present?
Detect magic.
You feel a powerful source of magic coming from behind this door. As far as if that's specifically on the door or just behind it, you can't quite tell.
Okay.
You just feel like there's something big on the other side of this door.
Looks like you get to go.
Yeah. I'm actually. So, can I pretend to pick the lock, and not actually pick the lock? Is that a possibility?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's plenty. 29.
29.
So,
Yeah.
Paz begins tinkering on this door,
Yeah.
and then
hours
after a while,
later.
he's just sort of like shakes his head.
Yeah. I'm just
I
like,
just can't get this.
hey, you pretty big. Any way you could like knock down that door?
I'm gonna be here all night.
How you feel about knocking down the door over there?
Yeah. Right. God.
Sweet.
And I stand back.
I kind of like get back behind you. I'm like, what the fuck is gonna happen?
And keep in mind, right
I'm
now
behind
it's
both
like
of them with my
midday.
crossbow drawn.
Right now it's like early morning, like midday.
Okay.
All right. So
Charge.
Are you gonna kick this door open?
I'm not gonna kick it open. I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon. So instead of I put my normal spear up and then form a spear out of like light.
Okay.
Slot.
So you
It's-
like conjure a spiritual weapon?
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
be yeah, and
Go ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna yeah, I guess I'm gonna attack the door.
Attack that door.
Yeah,
Does the door have to roll initiative?
I rolled a 1
Okay.
on attacking the door.
The spear
Oh,
pings
shit.
off, hits you in the face.
Damn it!
Look,
Yeah,
you smash this door with the thing, and
Yeah.
the door just like and it opens.
okay.
Meditation sorry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a spiritual weapon. You just like smash it right in the lock. Like the door breaks open. Don't
Cool.
swing the door. Door's fine.
So what do we see
So-
inside? I'm like
So-
shield and like glowy
What
weapon.
you
all like
see in like this room before you.
Yeah.
First off, one of the first things to hit you guys is like a stench. Right. This room reeks. And looking
We're kind of
inside,
used to it
death
hanging out
or, like,
as for the
blood
last couple
or-
days.
it's like this
Take a
like
shower.
Pull up my
Finally.
musty blood, like old blood smell.
okay.
Like it stinks a little bit.
Is there any visible blood?
Yes, there is visible blood.
They're
So
like
basically,
flies
what
and
is in this room is you guys like open up this door. There's what appears to be like a table off on the left side,
Yeah.
and there's like blood all over this table, and like there's blood
So it's like an
pretty
altar
much
type
all
of thing.
across this floor.
Okay.
It's like a table for like cutting,
Mhm.
essentially. There are like there is a small altar, like kind of center of the room here.
Yeah.
And in front of it are like runes that are just sort of like etched in blood.
Are they the
they're-
similar
they're
runes to what's
candles.
lining the library?
No, these
Okay.
are different.
Okay.
These are different.
Is it the altar that I remember from the dream where they put the hairball on the table? So it's different.
It's not.
Okay.
No, because that
It's
wasn't
not.
an altar. That was at the desk.
So that's what's in front of you. On the right is a large portrait of a hallway lined with books, and you guys recognize this from the dream. And on this altar, in the center of the room, is a chalice. The chalice is the still living head of a bull, which has had the top of its skull removed. The head rests upon 4 cloven goat legs, which are bound to form a base. In the cranial cavity, a bruise-colored sludge bubbles and froths. The mouth below, waiting to be fed, slobbers and huffs, its eyes frantically rolling about. So
it's,
like,
like, still
so
alive.
this room is like quiet. You guys
Yeah.
sort of like hear this like bull's head sort of like, and its eyes are just kind of like rolling as this like bubbling like chalice like sits on this altar. And so this room is just sort of
Hey,
like
get a load of that shit.
I kind of like slowly close the door and then walk out. That's
Oh,
some shit.
Forgot to mention this. In the corner of the room,
Yeah.
there is a circle on the floor, and standing in that circle is Kalhata, and he's just sort of standing like this, like eyes dead ahead, like kind of just like motionless.
Who's that?
One of the kids.
He's the
Oh.
first witch that
jumped
the
away?
super jumping witch.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very happy to see you.
As he's sort of like frozen there, he seems to take no notice of you.
That's just like finally.
He's just like standing there, like frozen in place.
I've been waiting on this moment.
Paz,
Yeah.
you recognize one of the knives on the floor
as mine.
as being one of your daggers.
Oh no shit.
There is also no, you unbound all the children, right? There's also a small green dress on the floor.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm gonna say dibs, and I'm gonna grab my knife.
Wait, so you entered the room by yourself?
Oh, have we not entered?
You heard yourself looking outside from the door, just like,
I don't know. I assumed you
shield
guys
trying to,
were
in the
like,
front, right?
Yeah,
all
it
of
was
us
like-
cartoonishly peeking over my door.
We
my
just found
shields.
out that inside this door there's a head of a cow that's still alive.
That has that's made into a chalice.
That's made into a chalice. There's a frozen dude that's standing up in the
It's one of
corner.
the kids.
Yeah.
He's fine.
There's blood everywhere. It reeks, and you're just like, I'm just gonna walk in,
Yeah.
pick up my
That's
dagger.
just like-
That's how I woke up this morning.
This is fucking awesome, and I'm just
All
gonna
right.
like,
Also, yeah, I
jump in
guess
there
this
and grab my
Some
knife.
Off the charts level witchcraft.
Yeah,
Like, this like triggers all your heresy.
yeah, we need to get Kalhata out of here and destroy this place
Why do we need to get him out of here?
because we.
He escaped. He's dead to me.
It's up to you guys. He's pretty much helpless right now.
Is he just
And-
he's just
and
standing
keep
there?
in mind the two of you guys. Yeah, he's just looking.
When we recognize the
dead ahead.
the dress on the ground is one of
Roll
the
me
things.
insight checks. And the two of you guys definitely recognize that portrait.
Nope.
While they're
25.
Yeah, you know that dress.
while they're looking at all this, can I try to steal the hairball from him?
Yeah, make me a sleight of hands check.
15.
Plus.
No, that's
No,
not-
it's
That's
5
15.
plus 10.
Yeah, 5 plus 10.
Oh, that was a 5. That's
Yeah.
good.
Ooh.
Not higher than 15.
Wow.
Do I get it?
18.
Cool.
Damn it, dude.
Cool. I got the hairball.
Oh yeah, he has the hairball. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Get
I
God.
forgot he took it from me.
Get God.
that's fine. I have
Okay.
a different plan.
Okay.
We're literally gonna fuck y'all shit up.
Okay.
So I would like to walk into the room and drink from the chalice.
Okay, so we all walk in the room. Before that happens, I walk in.
Well, no, he got to steal shit from me. Like this is as
This is-
like as
no,
I'm
no,
walking
sure.
in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so he
Like
just
we all walk into the store at the same time. He goes to pick up the dagger. I'm gonna like feign horror. I'm gonna like fake throw up and kind of like run out of the room. Like I'm just a guard.
All of this
Yeah.
happens at the same time.
It's like I run into the room.
So
he's like, hey,
he
and
snatches
he's like,
stuff from him, and then he walks past you, and then
They're like checking out the
Whoa.
dress and like
Yeah,
looking at the
I'm sure
dress.
I look at
I
the
steal
dress.
the hairball.
Okay.
he basically steals the hair from him as unbeknownst to you. He goes to the chalice, picks it up, and drinks it.
You lift the hairball as you are stepping away.
Yeah.
You guys sort of watch as, like, without warning, Duns crosses the room and, like, lifts the head of the bull, like, eyes, like, rolling in
Yeah.
your face.
Lifts it by
and
the
turns.
horns, like-
Yeah, you, like,
He just
turn and, like, sip from the top of its skull as, like, this sludge, like, fills your mouth. Are you passively detecting magic?
I don't know how the rod works. I would assume so. I mean, if
If it lasts for detect magic lasts for.
I'm not sure exactly how that would work.
Right.
Is it? I believe it's concentration. 10-minute concentration.
So I believe that rod in particular acts as the concentration medium. So like.
So, as this happens, assuming you are able to feel this magic, you are going to feel an enormous spike in magic coming from Duns. Duns, as this sludge, like, as you begin drinking it, your body just suddenly, like, rejects it. And you turn and you are going to vomit up, like, this blackish brown sludge and take 25 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And you are automatically poisoned and are going to begin taking huge amounts of damage.
Okay.
Unless you're healed very quickly.
Okay.
Cool.
What are you
Yeah.
guys doing?
Come here.
At this, he's going to sort of like stumble
Yeah.
and like drop the chalice, which falls onto the floor. And you guys watch as like the sludge is like pouring out onto the floor, but it is constantly being refilled from like the throat at the base of the cranial
Okay.
cavity.
I run up to Dun's lay on hands and we neutralize the poison
Okay.
for 5 points and.
So Karo steps forward and alleviates this poison that's just like causing you to just like projectile vomit, like black. What are you guys doing?
He left.
Yeah, I like feigned horror and disgust, like throwing up, and I like kind of bounce around the corner.
I'm gonna say,
So
I'm
you're
just gonna look
did
at
you
it.
break line of sight?
Yeah.
Okay, so you broke line of sight. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look at Dunstan and be like, "What the fuck were you thinking? Don't drink from the bull head."
Wait, the hairball is a bazaar, right?
A
You
bazaar.
yeah.
I
Thought
don't
you had
think
told
you
me that.
made that. I don't know if you made that connection in person.
Okay.
I don't think
sorry.
any of you guys rolled an insight check.
Okay.
I was just asking if, out of curiosity, y'all just happen to know that.
Okay.
So what else is going? So we got the kid.
So, I
There's
guess-
a door. There's the hallway with the books in the door.
You can make an Arcana check to like see
21. Arcana.
to recognize like what that could be.
Yeah.
So seeing how he reacted doing that,
Yeah.
you know that this furball like is basically a poison neutralizer.
Yeah. I look to I need the hairball. Where is it?
I search and obviously don't find it.
Oh wait, are you doing a check on the hairball after it's like? How are you checking it?
So well, he was basically saying like he had looked at
That's
this
a hairball. I had
and
it previously. Like I was thinking.
Oh, it's a retroact. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I was,
So if he
something I was
drink it with the
thinking about
hairball in his pocket, he'd have been fine.
No.
Okay.
We don't know.
I have.
That's
I have
really
another.
fucking funny.
So so
I asked him for the hairball.
So
He says
what
he
if-
doesn't have it.
so while you're like taking care of him, what are you doing?
So we've got the kid in the corner. We've got
Kid is here.
There's the
These
altar.
two are like kind of like on the floor, like right here. He's being taken care of. Let me see.
and then there's the hallway with the
Okay,
green
so
door,
these
right?
guys are like
Yeah.
this basically, and
He's outside.
is this you?
That's yeah. Switch them.
Oh shit. Dragon Slayer. Okay. All right, so that's
It's the closest thing to a
that,
warlock.
I think is what's going on right here.
Are you out of the room?
I'm out of the room currently.
And
Okay,
and
you're
you
just
I
like
thought he
in
was
the
down
hallway?
the hall, but
I broke my sight.
and you had sort of pocketed this hairball like as Dunce
Yeah.
was stepping away. So these two are like kind of occupied. What are you up to right now?
I think I'm gonna toss the hairball over to Finn.
well, I was gonna say like that's not really breaking line of sight where he is.
Yeah, he's
Or
out.
he's
straight
like
outside
out the door and like
Then he steps off to the side.
Step
Well,
off to the side.
I was gonna say like you said it was like a single person hallway. Like there's not a lot of room.
But there's
it's a single person hallway, but it's like it like,
Oh, okay.
makes an L shape.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna like
Toss it out the door. I'm gonna be right around
I'm
the
gonna
corner.
toss
I'm
it
just
to
gonna like
Fang.
grab it.
Okay.
While they're both looking the opposite direction. Like
Yeah.
they can't
What did
see.
you do with the hairball?
It was on my pocket.
Are
Pretty
you
important,
lying?
Dunce.
Yeah.
Is Dunce lying? You want to
No, he
check?
doesn't lie. He doesn't lie to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie to
I,
him.
Yeah. Don't lie to me. I don't.
You're
There's not-
talking about
there's
tying
none of
him
that.
up and burning the town down.
So who tied me up? No,
Yeah,
he was never.
I think
Yeah, you
Paz,
weren't here.
So Paz is like, so let me get this straight.
Burning the town down. I just said burning him down. I was like, no, I never said that.
So you poisoned yourself over there and you lost the hairball. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Can I throw this? Can I throw the bull's head at him with the sledge?
Just like, oh fuck you,
Yeah.
man.
Go ahead and do
I'm-
so at
I-
disadvantage. As your nausea is being alleviated by your buddy.
What-
That was some weird behavior from Dunce, by the way. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
typically
agree.
do stuff like
Yeah.
that. How do you feel about that, Karos? And what is this you're rolling for? You
I didn't roll anything. I'm not rolling anything.
So the situation right now, you are basically getting him back up. You guys, you like the behind the back pass.
Sweet alley you.
I threw the thing at him.
Okay, so what do y'all?
12.
So what's going on with these two groups?
I'm gonna retrieve the head and carry it with me. I'm not letting it out of my sight because we can't find the hairball. It's
Okay.
important to this part. To
Okay.
this.
Has anyone told the paladins about the dream?
I have not.
Definitely not.
Do you guys know
We
about
had.
the dream?
You told us we had the.
No, you had the dream about the
You dreamed
putting
of
the Bezoar
putting
and
it-
like y'all being
Yeah,
able to leave,
so-
but not about the
But
hallway.
no, I'm talking about the hallway.
No,
This
not the
dream.
hallway
yeah.
dream.
Okay.
No, not the. They haven't told us about that, but I'm holding on to this head, and I'm not letting it out of my sight. Like
Okay,
it's,
so you're holding on to the head. What about the boy, the witch?
leave him here for now. He seems stuck.
And note that this painting over here on the wall is like a huge painting.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, hey, once they leave, we should come back and like check that out.
A
for sure.
major site. of this
100%.
wall.
Yeah,
Can I set anything in this room on fire?
I can try.
Yeah, go for it.
Treat yourself.
Whatever I can try.
The floor is like covered in this sludge now. It was like tilted over and it was just
Yeah.
like pouring out sludge for a minute.
Yeah.
So like,
And it's all
floor
around
is
the room.
Alright, cool. Alright.
So
Yeah.
yeah, what are you guys doing? I think
We're
we're
just
just
set shit on fire and
So
burn this
you
shit down.
you get him up. He's healthy now.
Don't set anything on fire. We need to find this hairball before we go anywhere. You had it in this building. It is here.
That's just showing
Right,
some real
do you-
interesting.
It's fire-
Remember he had it? Oh, that's right, because he was holding.
He was holding
Yeah.
it downstairs.
Oh,
I know
shit.
for a fact he had
Oh,
it.
shit.
I'm like-
It's here in this building.
Right. So if
need
we
it.
burn it down,
there aren't any cameras in here.
Only
right?
thing that'll be left.
Oh,
the only thing that'll be left is the fucking airball.
Maybe you left it down there. Maybe you should go check it out down there.
Carried
I
it
bet it's
with,
down there.
he carried it with him when he put it in his pocket and carried it up
You
the
guys did
stairs.
an investigation check to look.
Well,
around?
if he put it in his pocket and he went up the stairs, maybe it fell out when he was climbing the stairs. You know.
You know.
go look near the stairs.
Insight, 27. That doesn't seem likely.
Insight on Dunce or insight on
on the
he
ladder
said?
thing.
What he said makes sense because he had it and he climbed up the stairs. Now he doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not really a suspicious thing to say.
Yeah. That's.
but I mean,
He's
I
just-
had it.
he's
Pretty,
just
I had
like-
it secured.
Well, he's just like, well, he climbed up the ladder.
Yeah.
Do you just want to see like
if
some
maybe it fell off near the ladder.
like some
He's
sketchy
not-
body language
he's
or
not
something?
lying about saying like, go look around the ladder.
This
I-
corridor. There's there like literally
Basically,
no
what I
space
know about
for two people to be, like,
what I
side
know
by
about him is it would go in a pouch, and he would keep it secure.
Yeah.
It wouldn't just fall out.
It's actually something that's actually good.
I'm gonna just rule this
Yeah.
based on what Paz said. That's not enough to find it suspicious.
Well, it's
he's,
fine,
He's basically
but
just saying like logically go.
we can-
examine
I'm
this.
just
But
saying,
like on that same note, how would he know where I have stashed the hairball to find it?
Yeah.
Well, because he
You
saw
pulled it out,
he saw
yeah.
you holding it.
Right,
Because
but
you
then
guys
I-
were all there, and then you climbed the
I
ladder.
climbed up after he did. He was already up before I
Yeah.
got up there.
But he saw you. So here's my thinking. He saw you on the floor.
Right.
He knows you're up here now, and he knows you don't have it now.
No, I'm saying how would he have known where
Previously,
to
to
find
snatch
it?
it from.
No, but just
To
like
stash
on
it
his-
from me because he
on his
wasn't.
sleight
He
of
never
hand.
saw me
Because
put it in that
he-
pouch, and he is right. I would
Because he's a
expect it to
thief.
find
I'm assuming that in his sleight of hand check, he is like
very
like you
observant
grew up
and,
on the streets. Like I assume you're pilfering
Okay.
pockets
Little pat
before you
down,
take
just
stuff.
like-
Yeah, like a
Well,
pat.
I mean, more like a pass
that would
down.
be a ridiculously hard.
You got
That's
like
a difficult
you got
check.
Like a,
He got
You
like
get a
a
15,
yeah.
yeah, but I would have had probably advantage on the perception at that point.
not necessarily. He's a thief.
That's fine. I'm
If
just
I
saying.
okay, I'm just gonna
like-
say this. If I honestly thought that you should have advantage in that
I
situation,
get it.
would
I'm just
give
saying,
to
like,
you.
I would have had it in a pouch. He would have had, like, that's.
Yeah, Paz has spent his whole life pulling out of pouches and pockets.
He couldn't break into a glass container, dude.
You
Oh,
had,
he
you
certainly
had a
could.
shot.
He
You
definitely
had a
could
shot
have.
to,
I could have.
to detect it. Okay, so
Well, I'm not gonna. leave the room.
what are we doing, guys? So you guys know that your thing
you
is
wanna go
gone.
check-
I assume you're up at this point.
Yeah, he's good to go. I mean, he threw the bull's head at him. So
No, I grabbed it and I
after he threw it at him.
Yeah, I threw it at him.
Yeah,
He talked
for
shit.
sure.
I threw
He
it.
talked
What are you guys doing?
I'm
You
sitting out
guys
in the
made a
corridor.
note about the painting.
I'm still like right around the corner. I'm waiting to see what they do when they leave, and like just kind of depending on what they do, I'm gonna make my
Pass.
decisions.
So when I walk
Am I
up
still
the door,
at
I
half?
So
look
there
to
are
the
two
right
major
and,
sources
oh,
of
hi.
magic.
Hold on.
Okay.
There are two major sources of magic in this room.
Okay.
The chalice is definitely stronger, but this portrait is also very, very powerful.
Okay.
The paladins are not aware of this, but Karos has the chalice right now.
Mhm.
You have the fur ball, but they don't know that.
I have a fur ball.
You have the fur ball.
Yeah, he
okay,
has the fur
perfect.
And I just know it is magical. There's nothing else, right?
You know it is a large source of magic, but you don't have any details about
And
it.
you recognize the
Can I go search?
Plus,
ar-
like, you're not exactly trained in magic either. You're
Yeah.
just like, wow, I see that this is powerful.
Can I go look around it? Search around it?
Sure. Yeah.
Investigate around
What
it?
are you searching around when you say it?
Just the painting, like pulling back the painting, looking at the wall behind it, seeing if there's anything weird, seeing if I can feel a draft, something like that, and just kind of like looking around to see if there's anything.
Why are you
unusual.
checking the painting?
Okay. Well, he's just looking
Because
around.
he
the-
recognizes
it's a major feature of this room.
That's
it
fine.
takes
I'm
up,
just
like
he is suspiciously checking it, in my opinion. That's why.
he's examining it. All of you guys
No.
are examining the room.
No, I'm leaving.
That's what
actually,
y'all
with,
were
with the chalice.
So as you're walking out past him, and you are examining this painting, as like your fingers like brush up against this painting, Paz suddenly just like and falls unconscious on the floor.
Oh shit!
Dope.
62.
Glad I don't have that fucking thing.
You
on me.
see like a sort of like hazy like almost like a flame igniting as Paz. You suddenly like wake up like as if in a dream, and you're like standing like in this hallway over here.
Ooh, okay.
And 62, you can see Paz standing in the hallway.
Like in like a kind of a split screen vision type of thing.
In the portrait. Well,
Oh,
like,
in the portrait.
like looking at the portrait,
I'm not even.
he has
I'm
like.
not even in the room though.
Oh,
He
you're
broke-
not in
he
the
broke-
room.
No, he's outside the
yeah,
room.
He broke line of
Oh,
sight.
okay, sorry. Then you don't see the 62, but you two see this because you guys are right there. So y'all see Paz like clump onto the floor, and then there's like a little like flame, like flickering version of him in the portrait.
Sick.
Like to burn the portrait.
What happens to Paz?
He just passed out on the ground.
You're just
Yeah.
unconscious.
Paz, you are standing in this dream, but you have full control of your senses, and before you is like this like ephemeral, like gorgeous, like green leafy door.
I'm gonna open that fucking door.
Can I shoot an arrow at the painting and see what happens?
Yeah.
I'm just curious if it's gonna go in. With
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Kills Paz.
So
Yeah.
He does that.
You
so
won't kill him.
My
like,
AC is a
what
15.
happens is just kind of experimenting. You like shoot like your
Yeah.
crossbow, and it's sort of like, and it as it goes into the painting, it just like, and the painting surface kind of ripples like water.
Nice.
It's like Mario. It's Mario 64.
And so Paz, you are walking forward, and you're going to open this door.
Mhm.
As you sort of like kind of reach forward, and like kind of this like hazy dream state, you sort of like turn the handles and open it, and you sort of step into this room where
arrow whizzes by your ear.
My
My bad.
inside this room, there is like a large desk in the back, and there are just like piles and piles of books, and like open books and like papers, and sort of sitting off in the corner is like a not very tall, sort of frail looking woman, maybe in like her mid-30s, and she's sort of like calmly like sitting there, and she like looks over at you, and kind of like kind of taken aback, she just says like, "Oh, you found your way here."
Yeah, I found my way over here.
We alone?
Yeah, just me and you over here. I mean, why don't we hang out, have ourselves a drink?
And she sort of like, you can see she's like kind of taken aback, and then she kind of like smiles and like just gestures over to like a small pile of books like next to her.
You want to bang on those books? I don't understand, lady.
And she's just sort of like, and there's like a teacup like in her hand. She says, would you like to join me for tea?
Well, I got this wineskin right here. How
About your
about
possessions inside here.
you want a drink of this? I got some good shit right here.
She smiles and she says, I'll have a sip.
Does
Okay.
he actually have his possessions in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I give her a drink of the.
Meanwhile, what are you guys doing?
I am. I would assume I hear them like be like when I want to say that I hear what happens. Like he pops up in the picture. Like I hear him slumped down. I hear.
You hear like a heavy collapse.
Yeah, and then he pops in the picture, and they're both like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" or something. And I'm like, I don't know exactly what's happening, but they're like, "Oh, he's in the picture," and I can't see. it,
Yeah,
obviously,
you can
but-
see like a small like flickering paths like as he sort of like moves through the portrait, and you guys are able to see this plain as day.
I can't. I can't look at the picture, but I assume they're like commenting on it.
Well,
Like,
you
I'm
hear them. What are
not-
you doing once you hear like the collapse?
I'm still around the corner. I
I'm
want
quiet,
to
looking around the room. Like I'm not saying anything.
Do
Okay.
you want me to go touch it?
Well, like
What?
he
No.
experimented.
Yeah,
with-
you like literally say nothing as
Yeah,
what happens.
I'm
okay,
watching
sure.
everything. I'm holding on to this bullhead. Like
Is anyone gonna check on Paz?
Am I breathing?
Yeah, that seems suspicious.
walk
in and
up
of
to him,
itself.
kind of nudge him with my foot, but nothing.
He's not dead.
Go for his Achilles.
He doesn't seem to be conscious.
All right.
I'm gonna take his water skin filled with the blood potion
You want to drink everything right
take
now.
a swig.
From the bull's head, from the
No, I
wine
didn't
skin,
say I
just
want
going
to
for it.
drink out of it. I just had some ideas. No, I actually don't even know if you have that.
Yeah,
I mean-
I got it on me.
Yeah, no, I mean I don't think I actually.
So
know
you guys
if
aren't
put
really-
it
Oh,
in
no,
there.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
nobody
walking
does
out
that.
looking for this hairball. Like
Okay, so
Oh,
When
so
I-
you
when I-
abandoned the creepy picture that he just like vanished
Yeah,
into? Okay.
I did.
Cool.
He's looking for a hairball.
I'm looking for the hairball that
Right
went
on.
missing. That
Uh,
our dream
yeah.
told us is important.
How wide is this corridor? Exactly.
corridor is like he would have to like kind of step past you in order to move past you. Like it's a single person walkway.
Gotcha.
Up until like this small like L-shaped platform.
So basically, I'm waiting to hear footsteps trying to come out the door, and then once they like get close enough, I want to go invisible and then go back down the ladder.
You want to
Like,
turn
I am-
invisible as they're approaching the door and be ahead of them,
Yes.
moving down the ladder. Make me.
I'm not leaving the room.
You're not leaving the room. Make me a
Yeah.
perception check. Make me an insight check to notice that like
21.
that other guy's just like gone.
Considering
21.
I've been rolling
So,
twos and fours,
for real.
So
it's
as collapses, you're not leaving. You're kind of
Plus 9 on my
experimenting
insight, and I have-
with the portrait.
You're right. I'm having fun.
You're
with the
invisible and moving down. You noticed that the other guy's just like up and
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardsman, where have you gone?
Oh, I bolted a while ago. Like I pretended to throw up and like.
I know you left the room, but like,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just nowhere in sight.
Nowhere in sight. Are you out of the library?
But he had insight.
I had my insight check at my 21 when I was so he
It was
didn't
a joke.
get a
Yeah,
chance.
right.
to-
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was,
yeah,
a
it
check.
took me
It was a
a
check to
second.
notice,
Yeah.
like, hey, where'd that other
Yeah.
guy go? So you are out of there. You
Basically-
took the furball and just left the premises.
Yeah, I go back down the ladder and I'm just kind of like chilling in the library still, like just waiting.
Oh,
Like,
you're downstairs.
Yeah, I want to avoid any contact with anybody, but I don't want to leave the library altogether. I'm assuming where he's going to go is to the ladder and then go downstairs.
But you still have that on your person,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and you're down there, and he's calling out right now, like, hey, where'd you go, guardsman?
Yeah, well then he sees the library, there's nobody in there, and he's like, okay.
Okay. So nobody responds.
That's strange. I go back into the room and
Do you not want to look around for the hairball first? That's why you went out there too. It was-
I mean it was, but I was asking for this guardsman. It's strange that he's not here.
You can take a 20.
Apparently not.
Search for 2 hours.
Apparently not.
Yeah, the guardsman will appear by then.
I'm gonna
Since it only lasts
look
an
around
hour.
the room. Since I noticed the guardsman disappeared rather quickly, I'm gonna see if look where he threw up at.
Well, yeah, I just kind of go, and then
Yeah,
I just gag and
Yeah, okay.
And there's just black sludge all over the
Because you
floor
said he
now.
faked throwing up. That's why.
Okay,
I was,
so-
it was like a gag.
So
like,
basically, the furball's gone. You're looking for the guardsman. You can't
yeah.
find him. Head back into the room.
Yeah.
You are doing what?
I was just making sure he wasn't gonna get raped or anything while unconscious.
He's just laying there on the ground. So
Someone
you
cares about
guys, or you.
I don't abandon you like.
Thank you.
Dunce, because Dunce is still there, you are able to see Paz's figure sort of like move down like these books towards like this leafy doorway, and you watch as he sort of opens this doorway and steps inside.
did the doors close behind him?
Yeah, and he
Okay,
closes
so
the
that
closes the
kinda
green door
like
behind him. Now Paz, meanwhile,
I'm having a tea party.
this
With some
this
wineskin.
woman sort of like invites you to sit next to her, and like she conjures like a cup of tea for you, and she says like, "Welcome, like this purgatory is my home and cell."
Cool.
Wineskin?
Hey, so what's going on here, lady? You gotta have some answers, right?
And she sort of like, she smiles kind of coyly, and she says like, "Well, what do you want to know?"
What's the meaning?
She
of life?
she says if you would allow me a question, have you come here to hurt me?
Yes. Oh shit.
I don't are you gonna hurt me? I'm gonna answer your
And
question with the
as
question.
she shakes her head and she says, I don't have any reason to hurt you.
Yeah, I don't have any reason to hurt you. I'm just trying to lose these squares that have all these weirdo kids trying to get out of this town. What do you want? What do you need? Are you behind all this
While he's
green eye
talking,
shit?
Can I shoot another arrow through
Yeah.
just to see
Keep going.
how far
As
it
you
goes?
can, just like
Watch
it doesn't go into the like the arrow physically goes into the portrait. You don't see like an image of the arrow.
Okay.
It just like ripples and it's gone.
So it doesn't actually show like he did with it going down the hallway or
Right.
anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She tells you. She says, "I was left behind. A fragment intended to study the vast knowledge of this library until reclaimed. But it's been a long time since then." She says, "I have no given name, but I bear the image of my creator. Thus, I am the person before you. I know nothing of my creator, other than that she was a powerful witch named Miria. I simply know that she created me and intended to return."
Cool.
So she says, as far as what she wants, she says, "With knowledge comes awareness, and as I drank from the well, I grew to understand the nature of my imprisonment, that I was but a sliver, a dream without a body to carry it through the waking world, created to learn. Through the dreams of sleeping minds, I have sought knowledge out and nearly paved the path to a corporeal vessel. The chalice and its interwoven ties can be transported and consumed within the confines of this prison once completed." So what she's telling you is she's trying to make a body for herself.
That's sick.
So what about that kid out there? You want to use that kid? Be young.
She sort of frowns for a moment,
Okay.
and she says, "The children, their gifts make them particularly effective components for the artifact. It may sound cold, but I could not allow the opportunity to pass. If I didn't utilize these children, I might face an eternity, like stuck in this room here." But she says, "The boy outside," she says, "I was reluctant to use." And she kind of smiled, and she says, "It wasn't until you aided me last night and found me someone who was already wounded."
Hey, I do it again, you know?
You don't even remember that.
Yeah, you don't even remember this.
Right.
But I will say at this point, like she
I had to,
will
piece
like
it together.
give you these memories back.
Okay.
And you just sort of, and you
gotcha.
suddenly like see yourself like dashing through, like it's like a first person like view of yourself like snatching up Luciana and like darting into the woods and like sneaking back in, feeding her to the bull, like
Okay.
through the mouth of the bull, and the bull just like eats it. And
That's some real metal shit, lady.
That's crazy.
It's metal as hell.
You know, you could also tell her she could have your body.
Boy, what can she?
She doesn't want this body. She can't handle this body.
so she says, like, I didn't want to use him, and fortunately another option became available. So she says, I have every intention of setting him free once I find a way out of here.
What do you need me to do? I want to help you.
She like pauses for a moment. She says,
Not my body.
She says, the final component is the bezoar. And she sort of like conjures up an image of like the hairball that you had stolen and passed over to
So I tossed her the homie.
to 62. And she says the chalice is an artifact deeply intertwined with the natural laws of the world. When called upon, it will manifest the user's intentions on a powerful scale. It is a culmination of time, life, and flesh. She says, if I feed the chalice the bezoar, and I use someone to consume it, I can basically like will a body into being that I would be able to utilize for myself.
I tried this.
Essentially freeing myself from this place.
Okay, so you just need the hairball and the chalice, and we're good. What happens to the person who drinks it?
You know, I did.
But not with the bezoar.
I
The
thought I had
person-
it.
Make me an insight check, real quick.
-4.
12.
12. You notice a slight lull before she continues and says, the one who drinks from the chalice is the one whose intentions will manifest.
So that's bad,
the
right?
person isn't harmed in the process, but
Okay.
they are the one that makes the choice.
Oh, okay.
It's Ghostbusters. Are you good?
So how do I get out of here?
She just like turns and like kind of points back at the door and she says, the way you came.
And what do I get for helping you?
What do you desire?
A
Whole lot of roast beef.
whole lot of roast beef.
How about that little scene
I
you
didn't.
promised us last
I want to
time?
be able. I want to be able to make myself invisible whenever I want, for as long as I want. That's what I want. Can you do that, smart lady?
She says, I can
That's insulting.
I can imbue you or imbue an object with the sort of
You want to imbue me?
function. Fuck, I can imbue you.
Hey!
She says, I can imbue an object with a function like this if you can help me escape from this place.
Okay, so you just need me to put the rock in the thing and then drink it, and you're good.
With the intention of
and
giving
with
her.
the intention, the complete and full intention of creating a body for her. Really, what she tells you she wants you to do is just find a way that someone she controls can drink it, because it's safer for her if her intentions are the ones that creates her body.
Okay. How do I do that?
Roll me an insight check real quick.
That's pretty bad. 7.
7. Okay. Okay, yeah. Apparently all you have to do is drink this thing and just want to create her a body, and that's what will happen.
With your purest of wills and
Okay.
intent.
So I guess I'm gonna say, all right, lady, thanks, and then I guess I'm gonna leave, if that's possible, and then go into the room that they're all in.
As you're turning to go, she says, wait. And she sort of looks at you and she says, you've already aided me once. Is there any way I can aid you in doing this, if you'll do this for me? As a way to sort of ensure your cooperation.
How old is she?
She's at least 30 looking.
She's like 40s, 30, like late 30s, 40s.
Looking pretty good.
Makeup.
Well, okay, hold on. If that's her age, remember he thought the blacksmith's daughter was 13 when she's really 20. So
True.
we gotta add
Don't
some
see
years.
age too well.
Add like 7 years.
Hunter's age ratio. Whatever he says plus 7.
I mean, how much time you got? I'm gonna go try to bang the
I'm here
weird
for
witch ghost
eternity.
lady.
I'm here for an
Do I have to roll an
athletics check?
athletics, acrobatics,
Acrobatics.
Animal handling. Are you actually gonna try and hook up with this?
Yes. I'm like, I'm a little stressed here, and like, I just need a cool head, and
Been
I
a
think,
couple rough days for Pez.
you know, the best way to get rid of like all this adrenaline is just to like bang it out, you know. So, what do you say, ghost lady?
Sort of taken aback, she says, I must politely decline.
Oh, thank God.
Hey.
And Pez's like, I guess me too.
Okay.
Peace, lady.
Wait, have some of this wine.
She says, I'm a lady.
Wait, she did accept. You did say that she did accept some of the wine,
yeah.
and she still politely refuses.
I have a feeling that it doesn't have the same properties in this like ethereal plane.
You don't know?
It's basically, I'm basically an astral projection, right? Yeah. So I would. Any way you can make these guys fall asleep so that you can use them? These lummox paladins over here?
He's a lummox.
She kind of frowns and she says, there's one who travels with you that my influence cannot touch. He's protected by something else beyond my capabilities.
Okay.
Okay.
That's you.
And she
No, but
says,
he was talking about the paladin.
she says the troublesome ones in reference to the 2 paladins. She says,
I already tried to drink it once, man.
yeah, she's like, she's like, my concern is that like their recklessness will undo years and years of my work.
I mean, that was the plan.
You're talking about us?
We're talking about them like Dun's like trying to chug the chalice.
Yeah.
Shoot a crossbow at it.
So
So like if it was just poorly timed, but like if he had fed the Bezoar to the chalice first
And then
He
that-
tried.
and
yeah.
then tried to
He's
drink
trying, he's
it,
going for it.
That was the plan.
going for it.
like, okay, so
Shoot your shot.
what about this? Can you make me wake up and I'm myself, but I got them green eyes again?
She smiles and she says, "Done." And like
Deal.
sort of like, and you're like, wake up.
But with your regular consciousness, but you have the
Regular
glowing green eyes.
consciousness,
What do I see?
but your eyes are tinted green. What are you guys doing?
I still have the.
You go back in the room, right?
Because I was still up there, so yeah.
So laying
So
over
wait,
here on
when
the
he comes
floor,
back into
Pat-
the room, I have something I actually really, really want to do.
Okay.
So you said the goat head chalice thing has eyes. I want to poke it in the eyes.
Okay.
These wild eyeballs. These
How hard are you poking?
Pretty hard.
He pulls out 2 arrows and just shoves them in.
Like the mouth sort of like chuffs and slobbers as you like shove your finger in its eye, and the eye sort of like bursts as you do so.
Okay.
Just seeing. Just
Just
checking.
looks damaged.
Okay.
It's hard to look at.
It's gross.
Your
I mean, I've watched little kids just splatter all over the place.
gauntlet's got like eye juice on it now.
You're like, that color didn't taste so good. What about this?
Some discharge.
We
Am I able to
Alright.
communicate with her?
So Paz sort of like gasps
He's
awake.
awake.
Like, does this like Undertaker sit up with like green eyes and shit?
Am I able to communicate with her right now? Like telepathically? or
Do I see
know?
the green lines?
something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna think,
That's.
Well,
like, as I'm coming to, I'm just gonna be like, hey, can you let that kid go?
The thing sort of like beside you guys. So Paz sort of like wakes up and kind of like sits up and like looks at you guys.
Yeah.
And in the corner, Kyle Hata suddenly just like and like turns and like sees the 2 of you guys there and goes like,
Not again.
And Paz is gonna yell,
falls
yeah,
down,
fucking
like,
kill him!
backs into the corner.
but
Calhada,
do
calm.
I notice the green
roll me a
eyes? in
perception
him?
check. Where are you?
I'm chilling
22.
downstairs.
But you're invisible.
I'm invisible
Okay, so you
downstairs in the
hear
library.
this commotion upstairs, like scuffling and shouting.
Can I? How
22?
high up is that? And through a quarter? Like how?
It's 50 feet.
It's up to the, so it's a balcony.
Yeah.
So it's not like an enclosed
Oh, that's
thing.
right.
Like they're up in the rafters and
We're
it's
just
a
50
balcony.
feet up.
So like it's kind of like echoing through
So
this
it's gonna
library.
be like
It's pretty loud.
So like as he sits up, I
Yeah.
hear them kind of like exclaim, and then I hear Kalhada start freaking the fuck out, like, "Oh my god, some two fuckers again!" Yeah, and I'm just chilling there, just hanging out.
Okay.
I get an 11 on perception. I don't know what the perception was for.
It was to notice Paz's
Okay.
green eyes. You noticed Paz's
Yeah.
green eyes.
I'm just gonna say, hey, it's Demon Baz. How y'all doing? Ain't got nothing to worry
they
about
never
over
talked
here.
previously.
They did not talk previously, as
true.
far as we know.
It's true. So Paz been speaking. He says, "Hey, it's Steven Paz."
Yo, I'm just over here possessed. That's all.
No big deal.
Demon Paz.
Should we do with him what we did with the other possessed possessed folk?
I believe so, yeah.
Picks up dice, we're ready for that action.
Lord.
I think that's probably a good time for Paz to go, hey, which I would assume is our
What, you want me to go back to the end?
Panic word.
the panic word. Yeah. What's the opposite of a safe word? Panic word. Hey.
I'm in trouble.
I kind of sigh and like
What's up, Duns?
begrudgingly go back up the ladder,
Okay.
still invisible.
So you're headed back up.
Yeah.
So that's gonna take 3 rounds for him to get to us because it's 50 feet up the ladder and
It's
then
a-
across the
And
building.
you gotta climb up that ladder.
Y'all do the math.
Yeah.
Well,
Math is
you're
for
using your
blockers.
action to dash. You could get like I'll
Probably
say
like a
you
10
could
and a
get to
half.
like the top of the ladder with like the first round.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? Are y'all I'm going in on Paz.
Yeah, there's green eyes.
Let's do it.
What was your plan?
Initiative?
4.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Or plus whatever your initiative.
Oh, yeah. So 8.
Okay.
16.
Go ahead, y'all. What was your plan? Out of curiosity? Or do you not want to blow it yet?
Oh well, the plan is like I'm gonna try to kill them. And they're gonna try to kill me. But now if they beat me, I can just be like, I was possessed. Hey.
Wait, beating you would be like you dead. Right?
Yes, not necessarily.
All right. No.
Not necessarily. As far as they
You
know, I'm a
don't know
city
what I
guard.
did to the kids.
We'll see what
Probably
happens.
not.
We'll see what happens.
So I'm first.
Yep.
Yep.
So I still have my spiritual weapon, which is 2d8 plus 4.
Okay.
I'm also going to smite, wrathful smite, or no, branding smite.
Wait, hold on. Did you go down the ladder at all?
Yeah. We're upstairs.
No,
I never
but
went down.
you
the
never
ladder.
went down the ladder. So you're holding
No,
the
he-
spear
he
and
looked
the
over.
cauldron at the same
I'm
time.
holding a spear, cauldron in one hand, spear in the other. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I just assume you like shield on his back and like climbs up, right?
Yeah, but like the spiritual weapon specifically, I was like,
Yes.
if he had gone
I
down the
don't
ladder, I'd
think
be
you
like,
actually have to hold your spiritual weapon.
I use my
It
spiritual
floats in
weapon
the air.
upstairs.
yeah, no, for sure. I was
I
just
never
saying
went down the ladder, so
Yeah,
no.
that's all.
No, he actually, yeah, he definitely did.
Okay,
I thought
so
he did
What
'cause
about
he
the
was
kid?
looking
Does the
for
kid roll
For
initiative?
me, yeah.
Yeah, I guess the kid does roll initiative actually.
Let's go.
Okay.
Calhada, stay
jumps.
back.
The kid jumped.
The kid runs the fuck out of it.
So let's see. I need like a little. This will be the kid, I guess.
Is he still sitting up, or is he actually fully up yet?
No, now he's like kind of prone and like on his butt as he's like kind of backing into the corner.
Horrified looking, like in blood and sludge, just like, oh.
And I will say, for the sake of this, when you're this close, I'm not going to give you range disadvantage for prone. Because he's basically like
Well, that's
an
what
easier
Defenseless,
target.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I think I had sharpshooter and shit anyway. So
So 20
To do what?
to attack him with a smite, branding smite.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your AC?
What do I do?
What do you?
Whatever you-
I'm attacking him with my
AC is
spear.
15.
I rolled a-
AC's 15. So rogues can do something called uncanny dodge, which basically, if you see the attack coming, you can cut that damage in half.
Right.
So he's trying to nuke you with like a flaming sword right now.
So, do I need to roll for that, or do I just get it?
Well, with your AC was like an
15.
an
and
8.
An 18 or 15, yeah, and he rolled a 20, so he hits you with this.
Yeah. Okay. So I just take half damage.
If you decide to burn your reaction,
Because you have to burn your
for sure.
reaction.
to mitigate this attack.
Yes.
But it's only you can only do it once per. You can only use a reaction. Yeah.
Once
so
per
as a
round.
reaction,
So let's-
have the damage from an attack that you can.
So if
see.
you
And it's
have
just-
this, you can't really have anything he throws at you or any other attacks at you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to give you that
48
information.
plus.
Now keep in mind, you guys too, like the
2d6
green-eyed people have
plus-
never talked to y'all before.
Exactly.
So this is new for you.
Straight to attacks.
Yeah. They don't care.
That's why I looked at him and said, "Do we do to him what we did to the others possessed?" And he said, "Yes."
I mean, it's up to you guys. If y'all want to
So-
try talking to this entity or whatever, like it seems to be communicating through Paz, as far as you can tell. Or
I
you
gave
can
this.
just-
I
or you
gave
can
the
just nuke
entity a
it.
chance.
Or you can just nuke
yeah,
it.
we did. We gave.
I came in with the hairball
Alright.
and said,
Alright.
"Here it is.
Roll it
The
up.
Come and
hairball's
get
gone.
it."
Alright, roll
I
it
got
up.
this thing. So,
Let's see it.
well, there's one of my d8s.
Not to. You just said your eyes don't glow green. I haven't had good experience with green
I'd
eyes.
just be like,
15, 20, 22,
This was probably a good attack
27,
to dodge.
yeah.
28.
So 14.
14. Okay. Anyone have a pen?
Demon Paz just does a little ballerina move.
I do actually.
I forget.
Oh, and he takes 1d6, an extra 1d6. Sorry, my bad. For the spell level, so 29.
29.
Sorry,
29 total.
And you cannot become invisible for the spell duration.
So that'd be 14 or 15. Do I round up or down?
Go ahead and just take 14.
Okay. 14. Got it. Oh, thanks.
Okay. That's your first attack.
Yeah.
First attack.
23.
23. Guys, keep in mind if you need to like jump out of here, you can just like touch the painting.
Oh, true.
For 12.
More damage.
Plus 3, 15 more damage.
Oh my god. So
Dude.
are those separate attacks?
Separate attacks.
Separate attacks. What'd you roll to hit on the second one?
23.
Yeah. Ouch. Okay.
Yikes.
And I think you're up.
So I have a +9 to my attack, and I get 3 attacks.
I have a plus 6 myself, so.
22.
Oh my god.
It is 1d6 plus 4. So that's second attack. 25. This one I am going to go ahead and use one of my arrows. We are going to use the grasping arrow. Right.
That's some nasty magic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
grasping arrow. That's the one that like makes plants grow through you.
Fuck.
We know one witch that experienced that.
I'm doing this more as a sign to the other guy that's sitting in the corner. Hey, this shit still happens. He remembers. Remember me.
Oh god damn it.
The trope. It's like I'm seeing it all.
Yeah. Alright,
PTSD flares.
The
God,
feet,
dude.
That like.
so this is the arrow, this is the grasping arrow part. So that's 8 damage plus another 10, that's 18 damage.
Fuck.
So what's the total?
-3.
-3.
Yeah.
And I still have another attack.
So he.
Paz
Yes,
goes
gross.
down. Paz
Yeah.
goes down.
Okay.
I walk up to him and.
And at this, I believe you're like rooted in place too, right?
Yeah. I walk up to him and I lay on hands for 1 to put him at 0.
Okay,
His
so you
speed is-
stabilize him.
So I stabilize
So
him.
I'm stabilized.
His speed is reduced by 10 feet. And,
He's
it,
not going anywhere.
and he takes.
Can you heal them with lay on hands without resing them? Can you only stabilize?
I can stabilize, yeah. I mean, well, is magical healing if below 0 previously would bring to 0. So stabilize.
Any kind of healing, like
Any
even
kind
if
of
you get
magical
that
healing. 1
HP,
point.
will bring you back up.
That's why stabilize. Yeah. Stabilize was a thing. So that way you could.
Stabilization is still a thing. I just need to know if are you able to stabilize without healing?
Basically, yes, because I can use 1 point to put him right dead to 0. 1 point of healing from my lay on hands.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll see because this is important. You may have to heal him if your ability doesn't do this.
What?
Which is
What do you mean?
relevant 'cause
What do you
it gets
mean?
back up. I need to know specifically if the wording says that it allows you to stabilize, or if you only have the choice of curing poison or granting HP.
As an action, I can use points in my pool to heal a touch living creature's hit points. I can neutralize poison. That's what it says on here. I can look up the actual book definition.
I got it right here. Because the thing is, if you can only neutralize poison or heal, that means he wakes back up. Class features: lay on hands.
If I leave,
Eternity, you can cure a disease or neutralize a poison. So you can stabilize him, but it's going to wake him up. Which, I mean, his feet are.
he's bound.
Thrown
And
to
he's
the
bound,
floor,
and
right.
Well,
he
he's
will,
not bound.
And he will catch. He's thrown to the floor, and he'll catch fire and take a d6 of damage on his next turn. At the start of his next turn,
I take a d6 of damage.
from my branding smite.
Oh god damn.
So like.
So basically, I'm trying. If he wakes up and his eyes are still green, he's going back down.
He wakes up,
His eyes are his eyes still green?
but your eyes would not be green.
Yeah, I feel like old girl would have been like, fuck that. Bad idea.
You wake back up, and yeah.
I'm basically holding the fire
feet-
active in my
Your
fist.
feet hurt.
So how much HP do I have?
One.
Okay.
I'm holding the fire active in my fist. Paz, are you?
Whoa!
I still have an
Hey!
attack. Wait a second.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Did you want to kill him?
I
That's
still
why-
have an attack.
You just want to kill me?
I thought you were done. That's why.
I was
You
like,
saw him crumple.
right.
Yeah, and that's
So-
why.
So like, I was like, wait, I still have an attack during my turn.
So,
Yeah, you
so
do.
what are you wanting to do?
How is the kid reacting to him going down?
He's horrified.
Okay.
You kill the kid.
It is time.
He's horrified. He's not like trying to go anywhere. He's like, I'm fucking caught. Like,
Okay.
They just killed that guy. All right.
That's all. It's like,
I come to and I'm like, hey, thanks, man. You saved me. Good job, guys.
So you wake up
insight.
in major pain.
I'm gonna insight. 18.
Deception.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, that's a crit one, but I'm gonna luck.
Thank God.
Go.
Double one.
13,
Nice.
But it's
Nice.
18.
18.
18. Defender's one.
I'd be defending.
Who's defending here?
I also have the.
He's the one
I was
making
gonna
a
say,
lie.
with
He
him-
is defending. He's trying to
because
call him.
you are making the
Okay.
action of lying to him.
No. He's making the action of calling him on his bullshit.
Yeah.
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 So he's defending.
So he's defending.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say Ty goes to the defender?
Ty goes to
Hey,
defending.
thanks.
Yeah.
Lunch luck right there.
Yeah,
It's
God. Oh my god.
Lunch pass luck right there.
Okay, so what's going on?
Am I still like just up the ladder?
I'll go ahead.
Your
and-
expertise is already factored in.
Yeah,
here,
no,
so-
I was just.
I'm sorry.
Am I still just like at the top of the ladder?
Did you climb back? You're still
I didn't
invisible,
hear. I
yeah?
didn't hear he. Hear
So
you
I'll
climb
say
the ladder.
like at this point you can see like they're both the paladins are sort of like
Is that-
leaning over Paz here. Who's kind of like that. This kid's like back here in the corner and like I guess they're kind of like wary of that kid too. So I guess you're down here like this. Is that where?
I mean,
Is that what
that was
we're
my initial like dash, right? Is what you said. Like I could climb the ladder as my
Right.
Yeah.
So you are now at the top of the stairs. Are you choosing to finish Paz off? What are you doing?
I haven't let go. I haven't let go of my enchantment on him yet.
So at this point, since you're still mid combat, are
Right.
he's gone down. You have not yet healed him. Are you trying to do anything else?
Are you gonna kill him?
Because you were saying you had that last
Yeah.
time. Did you want to do anything with that?
So
This is the only time they've
I
tried
know.
to communicate with you.
I know, but it's also everything else that we've seen with the green eyes. Like, doesn't. I mean,
It's up to you guys.
We just were
You've
surrounded
killed all of the green-eyed people.
Mhm.
You never interviewed any of them.
Correct.
except for
None of them-
Anya's, who was fine and her normal self after
Right.
being possessed.
Yeah.
So you know that these people go back to being their regular selves.
Hey, you guys, I got all the answers.
He isn't healed yet.
Oh,
This is still
Okay, so hold up. The game's like frozen right now. So
Right,
what
yeah.
are we doing?
I'll pass.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
all
so-
this happens, you're back awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all the answers, guys. I know what to do.
Speak now. I'm holding the enchantment still. I can. You have until you have basically 6 seconds. Go.
Look at this. I'm fine.
Your eyes are
Yeah,
browning.
guys, it's me.
There are like roots that have grown through like the tops of your feet, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey!
And you're about to, and you're like on fire.
Hey! What the? You saved me.
What's this about?
So guys, you gotta help me out with this. I can tell you what we need to do, and then this lady will let you leave. It's real easy.
It's a lot of information that he just dropped on you guys. Don't know what
In
lady.
6 seconds.
Yeah, wait. Better hope I don't die.
There's a lady in the painting. Okay. Yeah. At that point, after he tells us that, I don't drop it. He's working with her.
You don't drop what?
The enchantment. Because it's concentration.
What, the fire?
The fire enchantment.
Okay.
Yeah, the fire.
His eyes are no longer.
What would
green.
I know, but he just,
Yeah, I don't know
he
the
just
motivation
said
behind
the
it.
lady inside the painting.
Yeah,
Will,
he said-
if you help her out, we'll let you leave.
He said, "I've got a lot of information for you guys. I can help you guys out."
And then he
He
spat it out.
said he could help you guys out, not help the lady in the painting out.
See the
Are
last
you
time.
gonna just off this guy who's telling you he's
Yeah.
got information for you?
I can help you.
And you can see his eyes are not green, and he's clearly going nowhere.
Yeah, I don't.
Fine.
It's
Fine.
it's just
up to you.
I mean,
dude.
you
Like,
can-
you
you
can
can
kill
kill
him.
him.
it's
Yeah,
it
go for
wasn't
it.
bad.
It just seems like, as a paladin, he gave you a lot of
seems
information you would
self-defeating.
want to ask about. It's up to you guys.
Yeah,
Up
I-
to you
like-
guys.
I'm super harmless. What
have
am I
roots in
gonna
my
do with
feet.
my?
I see you thinking
Yeah.
about it.
I got roots for feet.
I let him go.
I got roots for feet over
You don't
here.
have to let him go.
As far as like the fire, so he doesn't burn.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey,
Because
hey.
that, like I said, that was concentration.
Now, what about these roots in my feet?
So I stopped the concentration on that, so he doesn't catch fire.
Okay.
So, I think I just come clean. I think I explained to them that the lady in the painting, I explained that she wants a body so she can leave. She's stuck in an ethereal form. And I say all somebody has to do is put the hair and the chalice together and then we're good.
So we need to find that Bizarre now because it has gone missing.
And at this point, as he's explaining all this, you would have been able to like walk up. You're still invisible.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still available,
Yeah.
but I am listening to this entire conversation.
And you could conceivably be like, hey, I found this. Well, you don't say it like Paz, but
Hey guys, I came back.
yeah.
I'm back, the guard. I found this at the bottom of the ladder.
It was right where you
Y'all
said
looking for
it.
this? You know? Told you,
You guys
fella.
should do that?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Of course not.
You're very persuasive.
So yeah, I tell them everything that she told me,
Okay.
top to bottom, except for the fact that I offered to help.
Yeah.
In which case, I don't tell her about the fact that I had the green eyes, because I asked for them, and I don't tell her about letting go the kid because I asked for that. Everything else I come clean on.
And like the power of the Bezor plus the.
Do you tell them that she was trying to scare Kalhaka?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
She's just
This
lonely.
This is powerful witchcraft. This must be destroyed, all of it.
It's up to you guys. What do y'all want to do?
Have y'all already tried to destroy it?
Well,
What-
from what
what-
you've told me, if we can find we can find the Bizarre and combine it with this, we can destroy her and all of the influence in this town.
So let's find the thing. You put it in there. You drink it. You give her a body. We kill the body. We're good. We go home.
I'll drink it.
We don't need to.
We
We,
know.
don't need to
We
kill.
know.
We don't need to create a body. We can eliminate. From what I'm understanding, we may be able to eliminate her
standing
entirely
up, my
without
hands
having
under
to
the
create a
screen.
body.
Roll me insight checks, you guys. As
All
Paz is like, yeah, everybody go ahead and roll an insight check. As Paz is relaying how this thing works.
Oh god.
6.
6?
Literally
25?
bounced right off.
3.
You and your wisdom.
I know.
This is-
11.
With
Straight
it's
20
the
plus,
expertise on the inside is really what it
It
is.
literally
yeah.
was sitting like that.
So I knew it was going to be
FC,
perfect for
and
this
went to
too.
that.
So Duns and Karos, it occurs to you guys that based on what Paz is telling you, if you intend to do something else, it's possible that you could manifest that instead.
Yeah.
Oh, do I not get that vibe either? Did he not like explain that specifically?
Well,
Not
nothing
really.
was specifically said to suggest that. It was just that.
Oh, he just like you drink
just like,
from the
this is
thing
how it
with
works.
the
Create your
beaker, and
body
then
and-
you just make something. There's no like description
Well,
behind like what
he,
you actually have to
he
do.
explains like this is how it works. Like, if you intend to create the body, it will create a body. And so it's occurring to these other two guys that, well, wait, maybe if we intend to do something else, I can do something else.
And I'm
with it.
just like, ooh.
like maybe heal me. Like,
you know what? Fine. Don't worry about the rules. I'll just go ahead and
No, that
put
would make
this
sense
together
to me.
for you
It's
guys.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Paz, you're basically just explaining what she has told you guys. It occurs to the two of you guys like, well, okay.
We have to guard this.
And I just, like, didn't
basically
even
have
think
to
about
guard
it.
the chalice.
You have the Bezor.
But I didn't think like I could get anything I want if I combine these two.
Yeah. It kind of depends on like what they say. 250 right now.
yeah.
Up to you.
We're at the very end. What do you guys want to do? I kind of want to wrap this up.
Yeah.
We're like
Why not?
right there,
Yeah.
but like you guys are like talking to each other a lot.
Yeah. I'm trying, man.
No, it's okay.
I'm
Like,
getting
the game's,
attacked.
The game's working out naturally, but
Yeah, so
but
I'm
if it's gonna be a problem for us to be here, then it's gonna-
yeah.
I don't know. We'll like just play this at somebody's house. You know, like we could just go back to your place the rest of it and spend the last hour.
Yeah, true. We can see what Rob's got to say.
Okay. I assume we can always edit this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is fine.
So
Do you have more lay of hands?
Lay on hands, I do.
Can I request it? It's like, hey, look, guys, I'm over here getting all the info, and I'm beat up pretty
The
bad.
metatarsals in your foot are just shattered.
I'm
As
not
you
a-
just like plummet from the ground,
This
like
shit
just
hurts.
shoot through your feet.
you would have to actually like cut the bramble and then like lift your foot off of it.
I will do that.
No
Taking
problem,
1
it's
point
fine.
of damage in the process, and probably
But
making
just,
me
like,
unconscious.
like as the thorns like just get dragged like through the wound, you like that. Yeah.
Hey, little help over here.
Hey, help me out.
And now your foot just gushing blood. You're like,
I'm just bleeding out.
Wait, did you move?
Well, I moved the all the shit off my feet.
grab the dagger, like
Well,
cuts
you
on the
move-
top, and then like
You move 1 foot, you take 2d6 slashing damage.
And see, that's what I was afraid of.
So I
someone
guess you
help me
can't
see
like
it?
quite lift your foot off
Yeah.
of those thorns.
you try and like almost pass out from the pain or whatever
We'll
it
have to like
is.
extricate him.
So Rob, we were at the very end right here. Is it a problem for us to be here?
No, I mean, we open in 10 minutes, so
It depends on how quickly you guys resolve your current situation. 'Cause y'all are all kind of like
Dilly dally.
We're at
doing
a,
your thing up here.
we're
I can't
kind
do
of
anything.
we're at an impasse basically.
It's like, what do
because
y'all-
I have the chalice.
We don't
and
have the-
They and out of character they have the Bezor, but we
you
don't
have
know
the
that.
Bezor, but
Okay.
you're the
And
only one
I'm not
who
giving him
knows
the
how it
chalice.
works.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it does occur to you because like this is like a logical thing.
Okay.
Scrap the insight for the sake of like what's going to happen next. This occurs to everybody in here. Kind of dawns on you.
And so he's just holding it like.
I'm
holding
holding. No, I'm like holding.
like
no,
upright.
I'm not
You
holding.
got it by the horn, right?
I'm holding it like basically at my
So the
side.
sludge
Yeah.
is like pouring out of it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I just,
Oh, okay. I mean, sure. Yeah. Right
I'm
on.
not just like.
Okay. So yeah, you're
an
standing
idiot.
outside the door, invisible. You have the Bezor.
Okay. To speed this up, I'm going to do something. I am going to cast darkness throughout the entire room.
Oh wow. Okay. So suddenly there's like, and the room is just filled with blackness.
Okay. And I'm sure that triggers him.
That probably does not look good for you.
No! I need.
But go ahead. So you fill the room with darkness.
Yeah. What I'm going
Ooh,
to
wait. Something to keep in mind: darkness is a concentration, and so is invisibility. So,
So you
if
drop
you
your-
Yeah, my invisibility drops.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Can you see in darkness?
I was about to ask
I don't
that.
know.
No,
am
you
I
can't.
not immune to my
No,
own
no.
spell?
You're not.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Sorry.
So
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
now it's just
What's the effect that you're trying to accomplish? Maybe
he was trying to sneak in and get it.
Yeah, what I want to do is like while he's holding it, I want to like quickly like bring it up, like toss the Bezor and like go to drink.
Okay, the Bezor has to be fed.
Yeah, it has to be fed
And the
into
mouth
open
is
mouth.
still, like-
it's not tossing. It's,
Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
and
a-
you
it's
would
a
know this.
process.
I like shove it in his
So-
in the bit in the
So
mouth
the
of
thing
boar,
is,
in the boar, whatever.
being invisible, you could just like
And try and quickly
feed it
without because it's like chomping at the bit.
Try
yeah.
and chug it, but like he's holding it in his hand.
Well, it's
And
like
I'm
it's
also-
and so
and they're
moving
also like
around.
adrenal life and death situation right now.
So
like,
from what he said, it's just to his side, and the sludge is just pouring out. So I
Right,
could
right.
sneak the Bezor in, and then like from the sludge that's pouring out, just like.
Oh, it depends on
drink.
which way the mouth is facing, but yeah.
Sure.
yeah, if you like,
This
you
is what
could
I
do that.
this is what I'd like to try.
Okay,
and
so you guys are all sitting there, right?
do. Massive amounts of pain.
As you feed the Bezor to the chalice, it suddenly like snorts and huffs, and like the neck begins to like foam rapidly as the sludge just pours out.
Alright. 23 perception.
Hang on. So
I don't think you need a lot of perception to notice
Yeah,
that.
Dude,
I'm just
20
making
every
sure.
time.
It's just like, oh.
17 plus 6.
all right, so. Alright. So as soon as you feed like the
Yeah.
Bezor to the chalice, a sudden weightlessness fills all of your stomachs as you are all sort of like crushed against the floor.
Okay.
Shit.
And you are going to make me a strength save. But it's pretty unlikely you're gonna be able to hang on to this.
13.
13, yeah. So you're gonna drop the chalice. The chalice sort of like skitters across the floor into the corner over here.
Okay.
And everybody's gonna take a d4 damage. So just like roll a d4, that's how much damage you take.
So I'm dead. 3. No, 2.
Well,
Was that
you're-
2? What is that?
It's the bottom one. It's whatever.
Oh.
Oh, it is the
4.
bottom one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, nice.
So -3. Cool.
So you're down again.
Yep.
It's fine.
Just forced onto all the brambles. Just
So everyone is sort of like crushed to the
No,
floor.
you.
It depends.
And after a moment, you're all able to stand back up again.
Okay.
But you feel like this like
That can't be right. Oh, that's your companion.
sensation in your stomach, and all of your ears kind of
So
pop.
you're.
31.
Wow. So I rolled a nat 20. I'm gonna go try and get that chalice right now.
Want to heal me first?
You're just
You said you were. I thought you said we were covered.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
no. You're all good. Just let me know what you want to do.
I'm scrambling for the chalice. I just
Okay.
want to be.
I mean, I'm
like-
standing at the doorway.
Okay.
Oh, should we like is initiative only in combat?
Initiative's only in combat, so you guys aren't in initiative
Okay.
right now.
What?
This is
Combat
just like-
combat is essentially over as
Right.
all of you guys are knocked prone on the floor like this.
That was my recovery. Like, I'm sorry. I was just.
Everybody just gets back up.
Okay.
So you guys are all able to stand.
Am I
he
still
is,
invisible?
Paz is knocked unconscious again, and his body like kind of sliding along the floor. His like the things are just sort of like pulled out of his feet as his weight kind of just drags him. He is unconscious again, and his
Did
feet
he
seem to be.
move 1 foot?
He like slid across the floor.
So then
So
2d6 slashing damage.
yeah.
Well, we'll just call that
he's
excessive.
already down.
He's
It's
already
not
down.
gonna
It's
kill
not
him.
gonna happen.
It's not going to be enough to perma kill him, so it's
Okay.
not really worth it.
Not, yeah, no.
You would fail a death save. There's
Yeah. Okay.
that. But you are now essentially like off, like kind of sliding this away.
Okay.
So Paz doesn't look too good. What are you guys doing?
I immediately go for the chalice. Like,
I likewise would like to scramble for the chalice.
that's what. And
Yeah,
that's what
I mean, obviously, I would want
Everybody
to.
dives on the chalice. Okay,
Which is
so
what has.
that was
Nobody
that
cares
was
about
why I
Paz.
rolled for it.
Okay. Make me an initiative check to dive on this.
Yeah, that's what I was asking for. Like, who gets to
Yeah.
move first? Yeah.
And you can use luck on this if you like. Natural 20. Wow.
Oh,
You can use
Nice,
luck
man.
on this if you want to try and contest it.
That sounds like
You have a
bad
5%
idea.
chance.
What's your dex?
Not fucking fantastic. Well, actually, it is. It is 18.
but
So how would I even contest that nat 20?
You have to roll.
you have to
that
roll
20.
your luck
Nat
and roll a nat
Yeah.
20 on your roll.
That seems like a terrible
It's a
idea.
5%
I mean,
chance.
you can try it. It's the last thing of the game.
Yeah, it's like you have to do that because
Sure.
place?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so Dunce jumps on the chalice first. What are you doing, Dunce?
Fucking drinking this shit.
So
you've been
the
convinced
two
that it's
of
been
you
fed the
guys
Bizor?
Watch.
Something's changed.
Well, he's explained what's happened. Right?
yeah.
Or he explains like how the chalice works.
Right.
There's suddenly a lurch. All of you guys are thrown to the ground. Your ears pop.
The chalice.
The chalice like clatters across and begins like frothing, like inexplicably, right?
Yeah.
Because no one knows that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you guys turn and jump on the thing, and you go for it too, but they still don't know you're there.
Mm-hmm.
You get to it first, and you were gonna chug it.
Yeah, I'll do what I was.
Okay, so you guys watch as Duns like quickly begins like chugging this thing, which should immediately like kind of trigger you because you're like, what are you doing? Like,
You just did this, and
you
like,
just did this. Like you're doing.
Yeah.
This is witchcraft, Duns.
what are you doing?
Paz is bleeding pretty profusely
Yeah.
on the floor right now.
I'm gonna go save him in just a second, but I wanted to make sure this was
Okay, let's everybody go ahead and roll like actual initiative now.
Okay.
Should I? 14. I guess for my save, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative too.
Plus
7.
4. So
Okay.
you're at 8.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm not going before you, buddy. the one time my rolls failed me.
Should I
Okay.
try to roll again?
Roll lower.
Wait,
Yeah.
I have a question. So we were rolling for like movement initiative last time.
The first one
Does
was
that
all of you
count?
guys diving.
Yeah.
So
But
what-
you
yeah.
wouldn't. You
But
would
he
be
rolled a
nat
nat 20.
I rolled
Okay,
a nat
so even
20.
if I get a natural
No.
over 20, it
No.
doesn't beat a nat
Correct.
20?
Right,
Okay,
right.
interesting.
And it's also 24.
Because
It's because there's only a 5% chance of actually critting like that.
yeah,
Okay.
that's a yeah.
It's basically a crit.
Right.
So,
super special.
what does everybody have here?
I got a 22.
I got 14.
No, you
Oh,
got
18, sorry. Yeah,
7.
14, 7, and 5.
Yeah. Mine was actually 18, sorry.
18.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 and 5. You're still
Yeah.
good. You're still behind me. Still.
Okay. All right. So Duns, you are using your action to chug this.
Yep.
Are you using any movement to like try and evade?
Just like some
Pharaoh,
stiff arm into
who is also like
Darkness.
diving on this chalice?
Well, I'm not like if he got it, I'm not gonna try and snatch it. But as soon as
Okay.
I'm
I mean, you
shocked,
see him-
I'm
you see him
shocked that he chugged it. I'm
We
like,
all
what are you
did.
doing?
Yeah, we all did say like scramble. Like we're
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
for it.
Like I
You were
should.
going.
I would roll 10 feet out of the way,
As
however much I could actually roll to one side, so I don't get landed on by him.
my fat ass.
So I don't know. You're just jumping
He just
for
goes
it.
like belly flopping.
Okay, so Duns, you have one successful quaff.
Quaff.
All right. Next up is 62. What are you doing? They don't know you're here yet.
I rolled. Yeah. I rolled this way.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not rolling.
So is my action like while he's mid drink, or does he like take a drag?
No, I
and
get
then...
to. I get to take
So
it.
he's like
He spends
quaffing
a
it.
turn.
Quaffing it is like a process. He spends his first turn making like the
gets to pick
first
it up.
drinking process.
Yeah.
Not if he's afraid.
And this is
Um,
about
no,
this
I
is
don't
about to
actually
become
have
a I forget what the football
Actually,
is
it was
called,
a
where somebody that has the ball and you're trying to steal it from them.
Oh,
Kind of like King of the Hill, but for
rugby.
No,
Right?
it's,
No.
it's a football drill. That,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw
So
that.
basically, he's like clinging to it, trying to chug it.
Yeah.
So you're up next. What are you up to?
I'm going to. I want to go over to Paz and grab his wineskin.
Grab his wineskin.
Is that a euphemism?
Okay.
Well, he has the wineskin.
No, I don't.
I thought you took it from him when he was down.
I didn't know he technically had it.
Oh. Okay.
Like,
Oh, okay. Okay.
like, yeah.
So you
like,
go grab the wineskin.
That's what I would like to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's no
Cool.
problem.
But I'd like to
Yeah,
try
yeah.
and collect
I-
some of the sludge.
In the wineskin. Okay.
now,
That's a weird wine.
That's a weird
I mean,
wineskin.
So it's got a mixture of that
Well,
wine and this sludge
And the
now.
sludge,
Hmm.
yeah.
we're gonna.
And the
I
dick
mean,
juice.
you
and
probably
the
are gonna
love
know it's
potion.
not me, but something happening to Pat.
Yeah.
Are you not staring at him? Is he,
It hasn't been my
goes
turn yet.
crazy?
Both
It
of you
hasn't been my
guys-
turn yet.
Both of you guys have like basically dived on the thing. You picked it up and are chugging.
Well, I
it.
mean, he
You
died
guys-
too.
You moved to Paz and walked
Yeah,
over.
he dove too. You
I
got
haven't-
to it first.
Right.
Seeing you get to it first, he looks over, goes to Paz, and pulls an item off of it.
Okay.
And are you doing anything else?
Attempting to collect sludge.
Okay.
Okay. Are you making any attempt to be sneaky about this?
Very much so.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand or stealth check. That's a good one. That's a good roll.
Yeah, it should be +7, right?
I don't see a
Stealth
I don't see a
so
wineskin
24.
floating in
24?
midair and.
No, he's sort of along the ground, and he kind of like just scoops it like that. Real quick.
24.
24. That's pretty good. Are you gonna try and
Yeah.
notice?
Here it comes.
I got a
My actual 23.
Okay.
6 straight 20 plus, and I avoided. All right.
17 plus 6. Damn.
Okay.
Yikes.
What are you doing this turn?
I'm
I
see him drinking. I'm just like, what are you doing? But then I notice he doesn't have the side. He immediately spat it out last time. He's drinking right
Yeah. Now he's like chugging.
He's
it.
just chugging it.
And
So I'm
this
like,
thing is like this. Like as soon as you're like holding it upright, the chalice is like almost full. So as you're quaffing it, like the first little bit begins to recede in the cavity.
I don't make any move to stop it. I was like,
You're not gonna stop him.
Okay.
No,
When he picks it up and
look at
goes
him.
for it, does he know
Stop
that he has
this
to be
madness.
thinking about something specifically? Or does he have to make that decision while he's about to drink?
I'm thinking of a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
He knows that whatever, like all of you guys know that whatever you are, whatever it is that you're like
And this madness.
concentrating
So that's
on
what he said.
is what gets
Projected.
Yeah.
Okay. So does
Is
he
it
have to
a
make that
healing
decision
potion?
while he's drinking?
It's just like whatever he's
just
thinking
whatever
of
he
when
wants.
he's
Whenever it
drinking.
tells him to. Whenever
Yeah.
he tells him to.
Whatever it is he
happens.
like he wants to have happen when he's drinking. It's basically a wish. Do I need to roll my death save?
Not yet.
I don't do
Not-
anything.
not yet.
Wait.
I was ahead
So
of
I
it.
don't.
Oh, if were
I
you
told
ahead
him-
of
Actually,
It's my turn.
Actually, he's behind.
Oh,
that's
right.
He has. So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Yeah, you would make your death save.
So you are basically like quaffing this.
I'm over. No, I rolled that way. Yeah.
You rolled this way, and you're basically like quaffing it over here in this
Yeah.
corner. Quaff, quaff, quaff,
And
quaff.
he's over here.
I did
next to
10
him.
feet because I didn't know how far I could roll.
Right. At this point, you guys had each kind of jumped into this corner before and
Right.
kind of got away. So you're maybe like that.
And he's over there next
Well,
to
he
Paz.
also was collecting sludge, but I don't
After
know what
this-
sludge.
now-
Right. So you're collecting
Don't worry about
sludge.
it.
So
It's
Up
everywhere.
right here.
I'll get something to
He's
get
just
done.
like,
Yeah,
That's it.
he's going to continue like kind of basically cowering in the corner and watching you guys. Like,
so for my, I guess my turn.
actually,
Well, no,
Paz is up
oh,
first.
okay.
Paz, make me that save. Real quick.
7. That's good,
a
right?
Second failure.
No, it's below 10.
Second of 3. Okay. You're up next. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I look
like-
over at
yeah, it's like
at
10
Dunce and just say, end this madness, and I walk over to I walk over to Paz.
Calcutta.
Is it
Give him a
Paz?
big hug.
Break his spine.
And stabilize him.
Okay.
You just stabilized me?
You have to heal him.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you're gonna
magic-
do that because you
magic
can't
heal?
stabilize him.
Okay.
Yeah. It's either HP restoration
Yeah.
or poison neutralization.
I mean, you could also do medicine check to try to.
That's
stabilize
why I
him.
was like,
If
medicine
you want
check,
to
yeah.
try and do it with medicine,
Well,
instead
I
of lay on his kit,
Instead of
I
using.
think it's
lay
like a
on him.
DC.
I just
15.
don't want anyone else to try and stop him.
So you're cool with
So
what he's
then-
doing now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm cool with
So
what he's
then
doing right
just
now.
do the medicine
I
check.
looked at him and I was like, hey, end this madness, and I went over to him, and that was my turn, and I'm gonna
You're
I'm
gonna-
a medicine check
Okay.
for the
You want a medicine check for it?
18.
18. Okay. Okay. So you rolled a 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it to
that's enough to
stabilize?
him. So you're not in
You're not
danger of
dying.
dying anymore.
And then
You're
all those
still
saves, the
unconscious.
failures go away.
Yeah. Failures go away.
You're just unconscious, essentially.
Yeah.
That.
All right. Okay. So that's it for you. Duns, you're back up again.
Drinking this shit.
Drinking. Second one. Okay. Now 62. You're up. You're able to see him stabilizing Paz.
With
which
a
is
tight
Right
grip on
next
my
to
hand.
him.
Right,
basically.
right, because you're basically right beside him, like tending
To Paz.
to Paz right there. So
Yeah.
62. What are you doing? You see, Duns like quaffing this in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. Do items I control have invisibility as well? Until like I release them or something?
Until you attack somebody or cast a spell. I
Okay,
believe.
so I'm gonna drink from the wineskin of sludge that I picked up.
Okay.
Roll me a Constitution save.
You gonna luck it?
Poison.
Yeah,
No.
gonna need to luck that one. It'll be
Yeah.
my third luck.
So you get a +1. These are your saves up here.
There's 4 people in this room.
Roll me a d4 to see who the first person you're looking at is.
Oh, can I not luck it?
You can't roll.
If you want to luck it, yeah, you can
Yeah,
luck
I
it.
think that's reasonable. This would be my third and last luck for today.
9.
9. So roll a d4, you said?
Yes. Let's see who you're permanently in love with.
Is it the kid?
3.
3. Okay.
Is it the kid?
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So the first person you see,
is
Karos,
Love it.
kneeling over and like administering aid.
Look at him helping out my guy. You know? You
Something
can't even
about
live
him.
good
my
human
hair is
being.
just flowing gently in the wind.
Your armor
weird
just gets like
winds.
super shiny, and I'm
Yeah.
like, ouch,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
You're now permanently in love with Karos Vicarian.
Oh man.
Okay.
What else
You're
is
also
happening
super horny too.
What about the sludge?
here? What about the sludge?
Doesn't do anything probably.
Doesn't do anything.
Just nothing out, throw it up. I just nothing.
Not to your knowledge, it doesn't make you sick.
Okay.
Yeah. You're like waiting for it to work, right?
I think you
Yeah.
just get horny for me. Damn
And all of a
it.
sudden, wait.
Okay.
That's not what I was thinking about.
Just look at me and get disappointed. Damn it.
As you guys are sort of like going and going and going, you suddenly like kind of you feel the bottomless feeling, or rather the lifting feeling beneath your feet suddenly like lurch to a stop. Okay. Next round. What are all you guys up to?
Well, I
So
would
he's
so
cool.
he gets to go. He gets to go.
Well, he's unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
He just doesn't
So
have
he
to-
still
he's
has.
unconscious.
He still
I-
has a move before we go to the next round.
Right, he still gets an action before.
So for the second cloth,
Yeah.
He just keeps quaffing.
So you
Yeah.
get your second like chug in.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I
he
did that. Then he
I
drank
drink,
from the wine
get super horny.
skin.
And
Paz
then-
gets skipped. Then him.
And then I don't do anything else. I've already said my thing. I just
Want to come guard me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I should.
Kyle Hata's up next.
I'm watching you. I'm very tough to see, make sure you're okay.
Kyle Hata is gonna make an acrobatics check to just like super jump right past you guys.
Let's go.
Out of the
I-
store.
Let it happen. I was like, be safe. I actually just shouted after him, "Be safe, Kalhata."
Yeah, this kid just like
I don't blame
right through
you.
you guys.
Wait, does he jump through the brambles?
He's basically the brambles I assume are right here.
Yes, they're in the.
So he is basically shooting this way out the door.
I was just checking.
I just
He
yelled.
is trying to get the fuck out.
I
That's
just.
fair. I was just making sure.
I don't
he
make an
jump through
attempt
the
to stop him,
brambles
and
and hurt
I just shout
himself.
after him, "Stay safe."
Does he trip
I
over my
actually do
boner?
care about the kid.
No, your 13-year-old
Okay.
kid is not that big.
All right, so Kyle Hata is essentially taking himself out of there for the time being.
Yeah.
He basically goes out of sight. Karos, you're up. You up?
I'm gonna make sure he stays safe while he's drinking, and
He's just chugging away.
yeah, just let him chug. Chug a lug, bro.
Okay,
I don't know.
Dunce.
I don't know if I'm gonna end this madness, but I keep drinking.
Okay, Dunce. As you finish off the quaff, or you finish quaffing like this chalice, you can see like the throat becoming visible at the base of the cavity, and you feel like this powerful like wave of magic sort of like coursing through your veins. What is Dunce's greatest desire? Greatest, most selfish desire? What are you currently willing into existence?
I mean, the fan person in me wants to say a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. But I don't know if that
No.
exists in this world.
Yeah, that doesn't exist in this world. No,
So you are
a healthy
basically
Paz?
getting the ending. What do you create?
Burned townspeople.
Just a huge, the burnt ashes of the library.
Fuck
Yeah.
this town. I'm so done with this.
That.
Yes.
You want to
Total
town
town destruction.
This town is gone.
Holy shit.
There is nothing left.
Remember about taking it seriously?
What about the people? Just the buildings?
Okay.
No.
All the people.
No.
Everything.
Everything.
Off the face of the
Okay.
map.
This is what I sat down today and said was going to happen.
It's true.
He didn't let me burn the library. Now the library is fucking gone.
As you're currently in the library.
That's fine.
Are you destroying the library as well?
I mean,
Or are you destroying the town? This is really important.
Yeah. I I want to destroy the town and the painting.
You want to destroy the town and the painting.
And if I have to choose between one or the other, I will just choose the painting.
This is what you want the
I will
most
say-
in the world.
It's because I tried to shoot the painting twice.
I
Yeah.
will say
Fucking die.
that you.
Something weird going on with that shit. I don't know what it was.
Okay. So, as this happens, the painting on the wall begins to just like crumble, like, and just like dissipates.
Oh,
As
like
it's
Endgame?
basically just
Like Endgame away?
Should you snap?
It in games away, and as
don't wanna
this
get
happens,
demonetized.
as you like finish and like you finish, like you complete this, there's like that like
There it is.
moves through, and a sudden weightlessness is going to fill all of your stomachs as everybody lifts up off the floor and smashes against the ceiling.
Okay.
Well,
Do we take damage?
No.
okay.
Okay.
I was like, you know what,
Not
Pat's
mine.
falling.
Yeah, Pat is like,
Into the
hits his
sun.
You
head.
guys all feel yourselves like kind of pressed up against the ceiling, and after a moment, you're able to sort of like stand up upside down on the ceiling,
Okay.
and you feel yourselves falling. Keep in mind there are no windows in this room.
Yeah. Should we try and leave?
I don't know what I'm like. Can I do anything? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are done. At this point, if you like, we can go ahead and end combat. You're still invisible. They don't know you're in here.
What is that?
You, unfortunately, are still unconscious.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
fine.
Sorry, dude.
I go and scoop up Paz
Paz?
and try and get
Okay.
him.
Keep in mind at this point, you guys are basically all standing on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
ceiling.
Yeah. And then get Paz and try and carry him. Try and get out of here.
Okay, so you kind of run across the ceiling and like kind of out through the door
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah.
And so as you guys are like kind of like stepping outside, the whole like library right now, like a bunch of books are kind of like floating up into the air like this.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm about
But you guys are still up on this balcony.
So wait, are we?
Are you guys?
So are we
Are you
weightless? or-
carrying Paz?
Yeah, I have Paz.
Yes. You
Okay.
feel
We're weightless. Okay, so I would be able to push. I could, in theory, push off the
That's
roof
correct.
and whatnot.
If you want,
yeah.
you can like float yourself like down towards
Yeah,
the ground.
I would
But
like to do that.
You would have to jump off.
Yeah.
So as you jump down, you're going to find Kalhata, who's sort of like not sure where to go, and he is kind of just like clinging to a bookshelf.
Yeah.
And you're not quite sure why yet, but you like kind of jump down here.
Yeah.
Physics brain doesn't know this because I don't
What's
have
that?
a physics brain. Do you land hard? I think you just like glide down
So,
to like the bottom, but you would have to grab
so-
something on the bottom to like anchor
to
yourself.
stay there, well, you will stay in in something like that. You basically will go to somewhere and you'll bounce off.
Yeah, so like
Basically,
yeah,
so I would have to
so you guys are
anchor
basically
myself.
like you jump down and you can grab.
Well, is it
Yeah.
so? Is it actually weightlessness or is it
It's like
gravity
it's
falling?
zero. It's like 0G. Like
So
you're
then,
floating around.
okay, so then if it's 0G, then yeah, you go wherever you're supposed to go until something stops you,
or you stop
Right.
yourself.
or
Right.
you, yeah.
So you can like grab something near the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Are there, now that I'm down on the floor?
As you're down there, you look out the window and you are just surrounded by clouds.
Good job,
We're in
Dutch.
danger. We're in trouble.
You might want to
falling.
heal me.
At this point, I'm gonna just zap him with the with my lay on hands, bring him back to conscious.
Okay.
How much does that give
So
me?
you just
Give one quick stretch. Hey, what's going on?
At this point, I only have 10. That's about all
So
I
10
have.
HP.
So 10.
I will take it. So the holes in your feet sort of cease to bleed. You're still quite sore.
What the fuck is happening? What are you guys doing?
We're falling.
No.
The whole building is falling. I point out the windows and clouds.
Oh god.
I look to.
We cast darkness so we don't see what's gonna happen.
Jesus Christ. So we just see the clouds out the windows. We're falling.
And they're like,
Yeah.
We're falling down. Well, we were falling, but we don't really
Whole
know.
library is
Like-
like falling down from miles above the landscape.
Okay, and we look down, we see landscape, or do we like
If-
not
if
actually
you're-
know if we're
if
like?
you're looking down through the window and you're able to get down to, I think he's the only one on the ground floor right now. But
With
if you look
Kalahari.
out a window, you are way above the landscape. You
Okay.
are miles in the air.
Yeah, I just didn't know if we were like falling up or down.
We're
going
falling
down.
up now.
Okay,
you're
now we're going
falling
down.
Where's the chalice?
I'm still holding that.
He's still holding the chalice and he's quaffing it in the corner.
Isn't he done? I thought he
no, I was
finished.
finished, but I'm still holding it.
Yeah, he's still holding it. So you have taken Paz at this point. You
Yeah,
healed him?
we're down.
And you guys are both down here now.
And I wasn't. I
I'm
wasn't.
still up there.
And you're still up here.
I don't know what you did.
Where are you at right now?
I'm up there with him. I haven't moved yet.
Okay. Okay, what would y'all like to do?
I wasn't awake enough to
You didn't
know that this was all the result of him drinking it,
Yeah.
and I didn't see the painting go up. So I'm just gonna like telepathically say like, "Yo, lady, what's going on?"
There's no response.
Hey, lady.
That sounds like Beastie Boys almost.
I go.
So I'm gonna use my crowbar. No.
Does anybody want to do anything as
I
the
will-
library plummets back
I
towards
will
the
go to
ground?
Kalhada
Can you jump us out of here?
and ask for some help. Kalhada?
He's in shock,
Yeah.
basically. He's clinging to a bookshelf looking out the window. And he's
Okay.
he's basically just like, I'm gonna die. Yeah,
Um,
he's on an airplane that's about to crash.
I know.
I killed the kid after that.
I used my police can't.
I grab. I take Kalhada and like kind of. I guess we can maneuver towards the entrance. And
He's not gonna try and stop you.
yeah, I take him. I look. I look at Kalhada and use command.
Okay.
And I hold on to him and I yell and I look at him and say, "Jump." Out. Yeah. I wait. No. I wait. I wait until we're closer. Like I wait the last possible minute and then say jump, so that he jumps out of the door.
When is the last possible minute?
Basically within
When you can see.
when you can see the ground.
What you're about to fall on.
Yeah. Cause if he jumps up and out.
You're commanding him to jump out of the library
Yes.
as you guys approach the ground.
Yes. Not like, I mean, no. I hold not. I'm doing it at very specific timing. I'm trying to save his life.
Okay, so when are you going to tell him it's time to jump? How far are you from the ground?
What are we coming down towards? Trees? What? Like
Can't see.
You're coming back down to where the library was before.
that? Right, exactly where the library was before.
Approximate. It's over the
I'm
city.
still upstairs.
Okay, it's over the
approximately
city.
over the city.
Okay.
We haven't moved.
Yeah. I'm still upstairs.
And keep in mind, as you guys are coming back down, there is nothing but like a dead, barren patch of dirt
Where the town used to be.
where the town used to be.
We did it, boys!
Just, there's not even like
so that's-
shredded wood. It's like
It's
the
just all
town
dirt.
was never there. Even the cobblestone and the it's just dirt
Is-
gone. Razed to the
Is
ground.
like the rest of the town falling with us, or is it just the library?
Just the library. Just this one
This
wooden
library can't
building
be
is
killed.
like plummeting down.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
I wait. I wait till we're about
Leave the library.
50
I'm
feet from the
traveling.
ground, so that I know his super jump can try and save him,
Okay.
and jump out so that he can escape. I can't think of anything else to save all of us. I mean, he
Trust
might be
the
able to
illusion.
save one of us,
Let me.
but
Okay.
I'm just sitting in the corner going, oh god.
Here's
what
what
did I do? What
happens.
did I do? What did I do?
You guys are just waiting till you get to the bottom, right?
I can't use my rod of alertness again, can I?
Yeah. And there's no reason that you couldn't.
Well, I can create a protective aura to give us a +1 to saving throws.
Sure.
Do that. But in doing so, after reading the description, it also alerts us to invisible presences in the room.
I'm not in the room.
Really?
Yeah, I'm upstairs.
Yeah, me and him are still upstairs.
Why would you want to reveal me? How dare you?
Fine.
How dare you?
I just want to +1 on my saving throw.
You can do that too.
Yeah, for the save that's going to be like a nat 40.
I got luck.
There is nobody invisible in this room, and you do not feel the magic from the portrait anymore.
Okay, so I know.
That being said, you still feel the rings of magic surrounding the library.
Oh.
So as you guys near the bottom, once you're about 50 feet up, Alhada's going to jump off as per your command. And as the library is like plummeting down towards the earth, once you get to about 30 feet off the ground, it's just going to like...
Damn it!
And like...
I thought we were all about to die.
And all of you guys, y'all kind of just like smack into the floor, but as you hit the floor, all of your momentum is just like...
Dead end,
it's
so we
like-
don't just like...
Right. So and you just like kind of gently like land, and then as you watch Kalhada like lands like way the fuck out here.
Yeah.
Like breaks his legs.
Yeah.
And you see him like looking back over his shoulder. Right.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Because it's a barren landscape.
I'm like-
you can see him like
Yeah,
out there.
I'm just like
And he's
horrified,
going to
like,
try and like
crawl
like
away.
get up and try and like limp as much as he can like to get himself like into the wood line.
Okay.
Alright, so when we land, I get up and walk down the stairs and I'm like, what'd you do?
Yeah, what did he do, right?
Okay. So here's the thing.
I'm gonna go save the kid. And
What else as a group? I guess you've just woken back up, and you're
Hey, you don't
still
have green
there.
eyes anymore.
You're still there, but they don't know you're there because you haven't interacted with anybody.
But you're
At
really
this
attracted
point-
to him.
Thank God he left.
You're now
You're
in
just
love with
creeping
him.
on him.
You're permanently in love with him now.
Love it.
So here's the thing. This is basically like where you guys have reached your ending. And the ending is that the town was razed. The portrait was like permanently destroyed. Basically just like sealing her inside it for an eternity.
You didn't even get to fuck her, dude.
No, I tried.
And yeah, and now the library is hovering above like this patch of soil where like this thriving crossroads town used to be, and it's just like just invisibly floating in the air above the town.
in so the building is can't be seen.
The rings of magic
Yeah.
were non-detection, invisibility, and featherfall.
Okay. So this was supposed to be some kind of protective tower
So
afterwards.
this was like a sanctuary.
Dibs.
We're gonna.
We're all still in there,
We'll have
yeah.
to,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're gonna have
We are
to come back for the. We'll claim this for the paladins.
What
later.
would you guys do with this at this point?
I don't even think that we can get down safely. Like the drop is
You're,
still
you're 30
It's
feet
30
up in
feet.
the air.
Yeah, it's
we have rope. We have 50 feet of hemp and rope.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can climb down. What would y'all do after all this?
I would
You
like.
are now in love with Karos, so like, would you follow Karos?
I'm gonna take. Oh, our kids.
I'm
we're
more in
by
love with
ourselves
the
now.
game.
Word. Okay. It's the chase.
I'm gonna go sleep it off
Somewhere
And-
miles away.
and probably try to find a way to help out old girl. Like that's because I want that ring. I want that ring.
Plus, you gave her your word.
Help me be invisible.
You
So
could try. You could try.
Yeah.
The chalice.
Oh, that's a
What happens to the
Chalice is
chalice?
still there.
That's my trophy.
We take
I'm
it.
kidding.
We take the chalice with us to. We're gonna have to go back to the paladin order.
Nah, fuck
It
that.
is.
You're not
it
going?
is still
No,
alive.
I've now got a sanctuary.
It's not.
It's
It's not producing any
All the
more
kids are
of the
dead?
sludge,
Is it no longer moving as well?
but it is still alive.
Okay.
I let you know. I will be bringing the order back here. We can use this as a.
So they all climbed on the rope.
No,
I'm just.
No. He
Oh,
doesn't.
okay, cool.
No.
You're everyone just staying in the library.
I know.
so
I'm not talking.
he
I
has
haven't left
the
yet. I'm
chalice.
just saying I have a way to get down. He has the
Duns
chalice.
has the chalice.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Where am I in relation to?
I'm still upstairs. You're downstairs.
Okay, and then you're downstairs. as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna go check on him real quick.
Okay. Well, I'm.
Just so you all know, everything that happens from this point on is basically just extra. You guys have
Cool.
finished it.
Awesome.
No, like my plan is not going back to the Templar Order. We kill a bunch of kids. probably not gonna like me too much. Just turn it down.
So actually, that's
I mean,
part of the thing.
you've
That's
got
part
a-
of the job.
Yeah,
It
that didn't go
happens
so
a
well the
lot.
first
Yeah, it does.
So
happen.
that's the
And
thing
thing is,
is-
you have a lot of
do you
evidence
mean
that suggests like you've been through a
Shit.
rough experience.
Yeah, but I was
the whole
just-
town is gone.
I was wanting to go rogue at this point.
You could.
That's my plan.
I'm not. I'm going to be going back to the
You're out
Paladin
there.
Order.
Yeah,
I want to.
I would
about
tell.
this place.
Well, yeah,
So Dunso is rogue.
yeah. I'm gonna tell him I'll stand guard here while you go back to the Paladin Order, and my plan is to figure out if I can make this thing move or jump around, see if I can control it.
Control the library.
Yeah.
But
Interesting. Okay. So
And then I guess I'm gonna say I'm gonna help him keep watch.
who's staying behind?
I'll stay behind.
I'll stay behind.
Are you guys
I'm going-
both headed back to the capital?
No, no.
He's
I'm-
staying with the thing.
I'm staying with the chalice and saying I'm
You're staying
going to
behind?
guard the tower, but the plan is to go
Try and
rogue
figure it out.
and figure out
I'm
how
going
to
to go
control
back to the
You're
Paladin Order
traveling
and
back
try
to the
and
capital.
tell them where this is so it can be controlled and.
This is the only place. This library and what used to be this town is the only town around for miles.
Yeah.
It's now barren. Are you guys going to remain in this library, which is essentially a sanctuary for the time being?
Yeah. So our movement depends on the timing of what they do.
Yeah, I think what we basically want to do is try to kill Rob, take the chalice,
Are y'all going
Go
to spend the
from there.
next few days here?
at least one day so I can get my hit points back.
That takes.
And you're heading out?
Yeah.
And I'm
So-
at least one time gonna try to make him drink from my wineskin.
Well,
Okay.
so if anybody
But I had
stays
to
with
watch
me, they're getting shot.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
So wait, you're standing, you're like back up in that room. If Paz walks in, like he's just dead.
He's
Okay,
shooting him, yeah.
cool.
I talked to him, and that's the only person he's talking to. after this
He's
point.
like basically paranoid now.
Because I'm going rogue. Like, I don't
yeah,
trust
that's fine.
anybody.
That's
Like,
fine.
I'm
Just-
legit.
okay.
So you guys
I'm-
have a crazy guy in the corner who
Yep.
has like the extent chalice, who's like guarding it.
I've been in there the entire time. He has no idea I'm there.
Kalahata is
Although, it
Yeah.
only lasts
An
for an
hour.
hour.
Okay, let me know when it wears off.
By now.
Yeah, I have no idea
I
how
don't
long.
know, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
An hour.
Yeah, at some point
How
we
long has it
would
been at this point?
we would rest to get our hit points back and then double team Rob.
Well,
So over the next few days, it's gonna be weeks travel.
I know.
Before you.
I mean,
get
I would
back.
get up and walk
So
around.
Karos is
when
basically
it's
out.
gone.
yeah,
Sure.
Just see if
letting you know you
anybody's
don't have
here.
enough spell
Oh,
slots
I
to
see.
stay invisible the
Yeah.
whole day.
Okay,
You don't.
I understand.
Yeah, but he can stay invisible for a pretty good time. At some
Yeah.
point, you're gonna show back up.
Yeah, sure.
So, for the sake of just expediting this, you're basically out. If you
Actually,
guys choose
I will
to
give
stay,
you the chalice.
Stick
to
with
take
me.
back.
Yeah, I take it back with me then.
No
Oh,
trophy?
he's got the chalice?
Yeah, I'm taking. The
I'm gonna
chalice.
give it back to him.
Well, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
I want that chalice.
Okay.
I just want the sanctuary. I don't think the chalice has any.
So you're remaining in the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
I
are-
mean, yeah.
are following
my
the paladin.
intention was
I'm
going to
not
be
going
to
to.
double team somebody. So
Yeah,
I'd,
no,
I'd
I'm
like
not
to stick
wanting
with
them
Paz.
to. They're not. I'm
Okay.
telling them to go back to their town. If they try
Okay.
and follow me, I'm gonna be like, no.
Well, you're gonna tell him.
Yeah, well,
These
that's
guys
the.
are proficient in stealth, although
Yeah.
you've got decent wisdom. So here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. This guy leaves, right? He's got the chalice with him, and the two of you guys, after a while, leave with him. You remain in the sanctuary. You guys are basically all in the wilderness and become unaccounted for during the journey back.
Dope.
After a few days, a massive, massive army of like these tribal, like barbaric looking, like they're like these kind of like mindless people almost are going to sort of like sweep through the area and just kind of like pass on through, and the library is just gonna like kind of float overhead. But whatever this like tribal army is, it's horrifying. It's like these are like people that like pounce on other humans, like pull them apart, eat them, like basically
Reavers?
barbarians.
Reavers
They're basically
from-
Reavers. They're basically Reavers.
Allow them in the sanctuary. Nope.
Okay, and that is how that ends.
Dope, man.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. It was a lot of fun.
Wow. Yeah, Hunter, thank you so much for putting this all together.
thank you.
That was super sweet.
Thank you to Mages for hosting us
Yeah,
once
thank you.
again, as
Absolutely.
always. Thanks to Rob for unlocking the door for us. Thanks
Thanks to Rob for unlocking this entire campaign for us.
Yeah.
We would not be
Oh,
here.
yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, it was great. It was fun. It was something that is really kind of cool. Like, just seeing something that you created and then watching us like tear it apart. And,
Oh yeah, seeing like the genuine moments of you going like, oh fuck, that was
Okay.
That was creme de la creme for me.
All right. You destroyed the painting.
There was a lot of different ways that could end.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys had if most of the children had remained alive, many of them would have ended up back in the library, and instead of it being primarily like a PvP scene, it would be a giant game of hot potato between like X-Men with different like powers.
For the Coachellas.
But you guys killed off most of the kids. I threw
You guys.
This
killed
guy.
off most of the kids.
What would happen if all the kids had been dead by the time we got to the library?
If all the kids had been dead, which for the most part they were, it would have primarily just been like, because whoever was able to keep the chalice and drink from it 3 times would have basically gotten a wish. So any of the kids could have gotten one of their wishes. But since all the kids were basically dead, you guys were the only ones to fight over it.
Oh, okay. So the kids had nothing to do with the cauldron being like active.
Yes, one of the kids was fed to the cauldron. And-
Okay,
and
so
this-
if like I said, if we just killed the kids, how would that have happened?
if you would just straight up
Like every kid
It's
dead.
still,
all
like,
the
it
kids,
still would have been
one
active.
of the kids from the time that like Calhutta was basically gone. Basically, I knew that one of the kids was probably gonna find a way out.
Oh, okay,
I wasn't
so-
gonna
okay,
force it. I was just gonna let it happen. And then, sure enough, like one of the kids got away because y'all didn't quite kill it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then like I thought about using it, but then like this other wounded kid became an option, and I was like, okay, that's gonna be the
Nice.
And then there's 2 other kids that are just out in the wind that got away from the town, and then there's the one kid that disappeared with the town.
If none of the kids had made it to the chalice, more people would have died. Because the way that it works is the kids were just more effective.
Because they're magical.
Sure. It was like 3 sacrifices instead of 1.
Cool.
Yeah. But basically, this was a fantasy take on a rogue AI sci-fi story.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
That was super fun.
Super fun. You're gonna have the notes on the website someday, right?
Yeah, I'll send it to you today.
Okay. I'll get it on the website Sunday. Nerdjam.net.
And also, if anybody's interested, October 4th and 5th at Mage's Sanctum, we are doing a new player D&D weekend. We are going to be doing 5e, we're going to be doing Pathfinder, World of Darkness, Call of Cthulhu, and Mutants and Masterminds, which is kind of like a superhero RPG, kind of like, like DC, Marvel kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that's up on our website. We've got registration tickets. It's $10. You come in, we'll have characters made. You'll run through a story for like 3 hours, 4 hours.
And I think we can put something on our Facebook page
To
if there's
get it
something
out
we can
there.
just link.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I mean, everybody's welcome to come play. We'll have DMs here running games all weekend just to, get people in if they don't know, how to play and they want to by watching us, like people did today.
Yeah.
Or 3 weeks ago, 4
Yeah.
weeks ago when we started. But yeah, like we'll be doing that. And if you wanted to learn maybe one of the other ones like Mutants and Masterminds or Call of Cthulhu or anything like that, feel free to sign up. They all have their own individual times and slots and everything, but we'll take as many people as we can get into a game and figure it out. So,
MageSanctum.com?
yep,
Yeah.
sanctum.com.
And where are you located at?
We are 9709 Manchac Road, which is basically Manchac and Slaughter,
Hell
South
yeah.
Austin.
Right across from the PFIT sponsorship.
So yeah, if you're a South Austin native, there's really no other place to go besides Mages, in my opinion. I've been to a bunch of stores around Austin, north, west, east side, and definitely Mages is.
I mean, the only other place that I know that runs anything D&D is Tribe. And they're good. It's just we're trying to offer so much more for so much more value. Get everybody down here. We've got a ton of GMs ready to sign up for anything and run games and go nuts.
Yeah, and you can learn how to play, and then you can be a DM or a GM for your friends who are trying to learn how to play.
Yep.
So, All right. Well, I think that's everything. Happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, Britt,
Happy-
Mike, serial killer, Clark.
Happy birthday, dude. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And check out nerdjam.net and magesanctum.com. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much.
All right. While y'all are here,
Too bad the witch didn't get a body.
Oh, you wanted the
was